high 48. Clear skies tomorrow night, the low 32. Then we start the week Monday with mostly sunny skies. It's breezy and warmer. You're going to feel the difference going up to 63. Becoming cloudy Tuesday, but a warm day again with the high 67. I'm Rose Tamburino on AM 560. The Answer.
Get the latest weather, traffic, and news updates online at 560theanswer.com.
Do you own a business? Are you aware that your business could be hijacked right from under you without your knowledge? Yes, hijacked. Here's how. Fraudsters pretend to be owners and officers of your company by filing false statements of information with the Secretary of State. They essentially become you. That is frightening. BizTrack from Capital Oversight can help defend you and your business and keep you from losing everything. BizTrack offers the most proactive real-time business identity theft solution. BizTrack actively monitors your business information 24/7. It detects any changes that may impact your operations and immediately notifies you by phone, text, or email. Don't leave your business exposed any longer. Secure your business. Secure your future. Trust BizTrack from Capital Oversight. Go to protectmycorp.com right now. That's protectmycorp.com or call 855-417-1700. Don't delay. Let BizTrack protect your organization from identity theft.
We all know that aches and pains come with simply getting older, but it doesn't mean you have to accept it. That's why I want to tell you about a special lady, Leah from Ohio, and her Relief Factor story. One Sunday, Leah was sitting on the couch in so much pain she was literally in tears. That's when she decided to try Relief Factor. Just 8 days later, she found relief, and she continued to get better and better. To quote her, she said, "I am truly amazed at this product. Like me, who after 9, almost 10 years, almost a decade of low back pain, lost that pain thanks to Relief Factor. If you're living with aches and pains, see how Relief Factor, a daily drug-free supplement, could help you feel and live better every day. Get the 3-week quick starter pack at relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. It all comes with the feel better or your money back guarantee. That number, 1-800-4RELIEF. relieffactor.com.
Infusion Limited LLC, doing business as Infusion LLC, seeks an enterprise application support engineer in Chicago, Illinois, to deploy and provide application support. Telecommuting permitted. Apply at jobpostingtoday.com, reference number 49948. Again, Infusion Limited LLC, doing business as Infusion LLC, seeks an enterprise application support engineer in Chicago, Illinois. Apply at jobpostingtoday.com, reference number 49948.
Portions of the following show may be pre-recorded.
AM 560, The Answer. Prepare to have your mind opened. The lies of the mainstream media are about to be exposed, and the hypocrisy of the left is about to be revealed. This is a revolution in how you think about politics, race, and culture. You've tuned into Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560, The Answer.
I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Welcome to this week's edition of Black and Right Radio on AM 560 The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in studio. I really hate missing doing this show, but I did it for a great cause last week. I had daddy-daughter dance with my 3 youngest, my 10-year-old and my 2 6-year-old twins, so we had a ball. We had a really good time. It was a ton of fathers there. I actually got up on the dance floor and danced with my girls, and they were something else, especially my oldest twin, Karis. I didn't realize she knew she could dance that good. She was a really good dancer. So we had a good time, but I missed it. But I listened, and I heard the troublemaker talk about and defend the Cook County State's Attorney, Kim Foxx. And he talked about how her policy, how she really hasn't done much to hurt Cook County. She's really, good people. And I'm like, does he realize how her policies have taken Cook County so far to the left? You know, and then I was perusing through CWB Chicago because I wanted to explain to Valon, the troublemaker, because he had me. I was listening as we were going to the dance, and as we were leaving the dance as well. And my buddy troublemaker, I'm gonna bring you in this because, brother, if Kim Foxx was white, you wouldn't say that about what she's done.
Oh, don't do that. I knew you was gonna go there. I didn't know you was gonna go there that quick, but no.
I had to go there that quick. I had to go there that quick because listening to you defend the policies of Kim Foxx, and do you understand how her policies have affected Cook County and the rest of the state for that much?
I'm so glad that you came back to this statement or this topic rather, because it was something that I forgot to talk about last week that I thought I would never get a chance to talk about.
What was that?
Since you want to talk about her policy,
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that Kim Foxx oversaw the release of the most wrongfully convicted people in Cook County history? People that was languishing behind bars for 20 and 30 years. Families? You know, like, look, I hear it in your voice. You just want to shrug your shoulders, like, okay, you okay, so what? Just like Dennis and everybody else, just shrug their shoulders at somebody being behind bars, wrongfully convicted for 20 and 30 years. Robert Byrd electrocuting people's gonads to get wrongfully confessions, and Mayor Daley signing off on it when he was a prosecutor.
Are you done?
No, well, I just wanted to mention that.
The number 35. What does that mean to you?
I don't know. Doesn't mean anything.
You don't know what 35 means?
No.
Yeah. 35. That's the number of people who recommitted crimes, who should have been stayed in jail, but recommitted crimes. 35. 35. Falon. 35. 35 people who should have stayed in jail, but were back out to shoot people, to rob people, to carjack people. Do you understand how many lives that these 35 people alone, how many lives that they have ruined alone? We're talking about the court system. We're talking about the victims. Victims. You want to talk about people that's wrongfully
charged and convicted? Oh, you're okay with that?
No. You're missing my point.
Oh.
That's one of the reasons why when I was in the General Assembly, I pushed criminal justice reform. So you're not gonna walk away with that. If somebody did something, if a cop did something, if a judge did something, a prosecutor did something that led to that, lock them up. Lock them up. Let them lose their pensions, their livelihood, everything. Byrd, what's his name? Burge?
Yeah, Robert Byrd.
What's the black guy name? The lieutenant?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. If you use that shield to wrongfully convict somebody, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Lock him up. But the policies that Kim Foxx, now I may get in trouble for saying this. Kim Foxx, if you've ever had an opportunity to have a conversation with her, I have. We were Edgar Fellows together. And I got a chance to really get to know Kim Foxx. Kim Foxx, aside from who she is as a person and her policies, see, I know how to separate. And I can go and eat bread with people who I disagree with. She's a great person. And I hate, and go ahead, yell at me, call me all type of names. But I'm, you know me, I don't do that. Kim Foxx is a good person.
Yes.
I'm talking about her policies. I'm not talking about nothing else but her policies.
And don't forget, she's beautiful. I seen her on TV the other day. She had her hair let down. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. I seen it. I looked at her because she was coming to the defense. She wanted transparency in Flossmoor because they're trying to fire the first black police chief in a year. In 1 year, they're trying to fire him in a year.
Yeah.
And they won't say why.
I heard that. I heard the report. What did he do?
They won't say. They won't release it.
They must got the goods on him. I mean, because the city fired him, right? Well, didn't he?
I think it's the board. I think it's the board. They're firing him. It's not like, because the people don't even know why he's being fired. She didn't even. Kim Foxx didn't even know. So they all had a big meeting and they were asking why. They never said why.
Wow, Villan.
Yeah,
Villan. The people who were on out on parole, probation, or whatever. Out on bond, right?
Yes.
2024, attempt murder 1, attempt murder of police 4. These are the victims. 2023 victims, 18 murder, 1 murder of police officer, 17 attempt murders. 2022 victims, 29 for murder, 50 for attempt murder. 2021 victims, 33 for murder, 40 for attempt murder. 2022, 36 for murder, 16 for attempt murder. Villan, one's too many. One's too many, brother.
Okay, now, what does this have to do with Kim Foxx? Is this part
because you said her policies didn't hurt anybody.
What
That's what you said.
What policies is contributing to that?
Villan, okay.
It happens anyway.
Okay, well, let me show you something. Do you know the threshold for retail theft? To lock somebody up? You know the threshold?
Yeah,
$300, right?
No.
It's $300. She has said it's 1,000.
Yeah.
The law says 300, but she has said it's 1,000. Yeah, that's a policy.
Okay.
That's a policy, right? When those, I'm bringing it back up. When those kids killed that cop and they were running up there on the train tracks, the cop got hit by the train, I believe, and died.
I remember.
Do you know she didn't charge the other kids that were with them for murder? That's what. That's a policy. That's her policy. Now, who did it harm?
Did they have direct?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, if
they were there while a felony was being committed,
but they didn't do anything.
Doesn't matter.
She has discretion.
She changed that policy. That's the first time.
She has discretion.
No, that's the first time in Cook County that happened. That's her policy. That's her policy.
She looked at the case and she saw those kids didn't have any direct influence.
She signed off on the Safety Act.
Of course.
And who's been affected more by the Safety Act? The people of Cook County and the people of this state.
It hasn't been really any difference. Me and Dennis talked about it last week. What has really changed? Judges have been remanding people that should be remanded.
Okay, Villan. Okay, see, I probably should have had him call in because I was just with Sheriff James Mentrick from DuPage. It's everything. He said that law has completely changed how they have to do policing. And these people know that they're going to get let right back out. Have you seen the list of crimes where they get released out on bond, Villan?
Yeah, I've seen it.
And guess what? She agrees with that policy. And it's affecting people. It's affecting look at the appeals school. Look, I mean, Villan, I'm trying not to go there because it's a little too early.
I know.
It's too early. But I had to go there with you on Kim Foxx. I had to. Because when you said that, I was like, this dude, is he? I said if she wasn't black, he wouldn't be saying that.
I disagree.
Another state's attorney. Name another state's attorney you would say that about. Nobody.
We don't have
to Black and Right. We'll be right back.
Dennis Prager.
This Scott Kirby at United Airlines, who is announced we're reserving 50% of our flight school to people of color and women. So he's having affirmative action in the realm of pilots. Would you like that in the realm of surgeons? I don't think that should be in any realm. All it does is undermine those groups.
The Dennis Prager Show, weekdays at 11, right before Charlie Kirk at 1 on AM 560. The Answer.
A great smile can make you feel happy and confident. So when you consciously conserve your teeth, that glowing smile will show through. At Best Dental Group, Doctors Economos, Gavalis, and their staff are ready to help you create that perfect look or maintain the one you have now. Along with general dentistry, Best Dental Group is a multidisciplined practice with an orthodontist, periodontist, and prosthetic specialists on site. They use the newest breakthroughs in dental technology, such as titanium implants, Invisalign clear braces, and laser treatments. Don't let fear get in the way. They can recommend sedation to make your experience as comfortable as possible. Best Dental Group is located in historic downtown Bartlett and is a multilingual office. Call 630-830-4930. That's 630-830-4930. Or visit bestdental.org. Best Dental Group, sharing your conservative values and helping you to conserve your teeth.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
Well, the old gray matter ain't what she used to be. I am enjoying life much better.
I'm 82, and I can do a lot of things. I can go 24 hours. In fact, I'm going out of the country for 5 weeks, but I'm happy with it. I think that's the Balance of Nature. I don't go anywhere without it.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order, plus $10 off any additional sets with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code CHICAGO.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
Back to Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560. The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560. The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in studio with what did Dennis call it? WCPT Radio. I didn't know we were on WCPT Radio.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I was like, ouch. He hit you hard with that, bro.
Oh man, you know me and Dennis, we strike at each other.
No, but you know, Valon, I think bad policy should always be pointed out, and I think Illinois has had so much bad policy and has affected so many people. And just because somebody black, even the black chief, just because he black, that don't mean crap to me. If he did something, guess what? Pay the piper. That's simple. I don't care what color you are. It's funny because I was filling in the morning, and I think I probably should make something really plain. And I made a post about it on Facebook a couple of days ago, and I said, I was talking to somebody, I was talking to Phil, and we were talking about, Phil, everything's black, blackity black. And I think I should probably make something plain to people that are out there. This show, yeah, black is in the title of the show, Black and Right Radio. But my mission in life is not about everything black. I believe in the human race. What I want to do on this show is to allow other black people to know it's okay to be black and right. There's nothing wrong. There's not a curse. There's nothing that'll come and jump on the heebie-jeebies or anything like that. You can think for yourself. My vision, I posed the question, do you believe that the heaven will be segregated? Will heaven be segregated? If heaven will not be segregated, why should I live my life in a segregated earth? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So my mission in life, guess what? There are a lot, my boy Maze Jackson, that's his mission. And you know what? I don't knock the mission. If that's your mission, go with it. Go with that. If that's your mission, go with it. That's just not my mission. My mission is not to just talk to black people. My mission is to talk to people, no matter your race. And that's why we have such an eclectic group of people who listen to this show. And before you blackity black people start going off, I'm proud to be black. I'm also proud to be white. I'm proud. Or as Brandon Tatum would call me, a mixed race guy. You know?
Me too.
Tell me where I'm wrong, Milan.
No, me too.
We're going to get into the State of the Union and all that, but I think I got to make that plain.
But I want to go back to policies. Policy Safety Act. It was a lot of fear-mongering going on this station and a lot of other stations about people are going to camp out on your lawn and you can't move them, and people getting out on gun charges. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I was just at the courthouse with a friend of mine going to court about him. He's not getting out on a simple gun possession. He got caught with a gun, and the judge remanded him.
Where? Where was it at?
Where was it at?
What state?
It was in Illinois.
But where?
Chicago, in 116th.
What's his criminal background?
He has drugs, stuff like that.
That takes.
Well, regardless,
No, it's not regardless.
Oh, wait, no. Let me finish. People on this station and others was reading off rap sheets of people that kept getting out on all kinds of charges. He hasn't been like in and out of jail his whole life. He had a problem. Now he's been remanded, and this judge every time
was there a victim in the case?
A dog. Somebody lied.
Oh, there it is.
Wait.
Bro.
No,
listen.
No. Okay, listen. Let me just tell you the beginning of the story. Okay, so you will understand. It's this lady across the alley from him. Got two pit bulls.
Don't say where. Just
I'm not. There ain't no snitching in the hood, man. You handle it yourself in the hood.
Oh my! I'm from the hood. I know.
Okay, so you know. So this next time he come out of his house, going to the garage, the pit bull is in his garage. He just fought the pit bull 3 months ago. He shot at the dog. The lady was so pissed off.
Time out. Phil, I don't care if I offend you.
Oh, okay.
How about that, dude? I don't care if I offend you. Go ahead.
So the lady was so upset that he shot at her dog, even though he told her, man, you got to do something about the dogs. She called the police and said he shot at her. Okay?
Right.
So that's when the police came. They came in his house. They found a gun, locked him up, and now he's being remanded. Each time the lawyer tried to get him out.
The judge deems him as a threat to society.
No, she keeps saying he's a threat to society.
The judge had to kept him.
Right.
Not her.
Right. And like I said, judges have discretion, just like prosecutors.
Yeah.
They are doing what they see fit. Like I said a long time ago, if the judges just be letting people out willy-nilly, the spotlight is on them, and people are going to come after them. If they see what's in front of them and they have the discretion to remand or not.
Yeah.
So I just think it was a lot of fear-mongering going on this station and others.
I disagree
about that Safety Act.
I disagree. Did you read the bill?
Look.
I've read the entirety of the bill twice because I really wanted to get an understanding of what that – dude, that bill was the activist dream for the judicial system. That bill was written by activists. The people who hate cops. You mean to tell me you want to get rid of you want to get rid of the records of criminals, but you want to give cops records indefinitely? Tell me how that makes sense. Make it make sense. Make it plain for me, please.
Well,
so a cop now has to go, and anybody you can go right out here right now in the city of Chicago and file a complaint without you don't have to worry about being found guilty for lying in a complaint anymore. So you can just go right out here and file any complaint against any officer, and that's in their record for the rest of their career.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that. But it's gonna be things you agree with and disagree with. It's just like any bill that's passed, whatever, federally or locally.
Yeah,
you know how they think about it, bipartisan.
Yeah, but I'm gonna defend the station. I'm going to defend the stage. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's go to Chuck from Delavan. I always love when Chuck calls in.
Hey, I listen to your show all the time. I want to tell you I love you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, I want to tell you a very disheartening story. Back in years ago, I worked for a construction company called UBM, United Black Management. I was the only white guy there.
Wow.
I was Chicago Catholic Charity, Santa, and there was 500 black children that were in the program. No Mexicans, no whites. I'm not a racist.
Yeah.
I want to tell you that I was at 95th and Stony Island on the last day when we finished up the job over there. It was a Jewel Osco, and that was the first Jewel Osco that they ever let, Jewel Osco ever let a black company build a Jewel Osco. It always went to a company called Osmond. So I was over there, and I told everybody, I go, we're going to 5741 Federal on Monday morning. If you're a bricklayer, you're going to be paid. Bricklayers pay, but you're going to do laborers' work. If you're a carpenter, we were signatory to the laborers' union, the bricklayers' union, and the laborers' union.
Yeah.
I had 35 guys that worked for me. They were all black. And I was handing out the paychecks there in the parking lot at 95th and Stony Island, and I go, that's where we're going, 5147 Federal. And they said, that's the projects. And I says, yeah, but we got to get 40. McHugh had the bottom 40. We had the top 40. And I said, we got to get them ready for residents so they can rent. And my superintendent, he turned around and told me, he goes, I'm not coming. And I go, why? And he said the N-word.
Right.
He said, they live there. And I go, what do you mean? And I said, I raised my hand. I said, okay, raise your hand. You're not getting laid off. You're basically firing yourself. Who's coming? And out of the 30, there was only 15. And I turned around. I had to call the local one laborers union in Chicago, and everybody that came out were all white. And I lost 15 great workers that day. And they so when I saw a black person, I didn't say they were black. That's just another human being.
Right.
So when you don't judge people, you let them show you who they are, just like Martin Luther King said.
That was the dream.
So the whole thing is that it's sad that all races, like me, I mean, I know when I'm around white trash. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing to do with it.
Right. Well, we don't have enough time.
Chuck,
I had a question for you, Chuck.
I always love when you call in. Thanks so much, Chuck. Appreciate the call. Yeah. I think, okay, whatever, Phil. You listening to Black and White Radio. Remember, Phil, Black and White Radio with John Anthony.
Women's sports are under attack in America by those with a radical agenda that seeks to erase the differences between men and women in classrooms, on playing fields, and in locker rooms. No one knows this better than All-American swimmer Riley Gaines. See Riley Gaines live in Chicagoland on Friday, March 22nd, presented by Breakthrough Ideas and the Parents Matter Coalition. Get your tickets at 560theanswer.com/tickets. That's 560theanswer.com/tickets. Sponsored by Blue Star Security.
Fox News, I'm Ann Carrick. 800 delegates from No Labels are putting together a bipartisan presidential unity ticket.
The party will begin the process of choosing its candidates next Thursday. In a statement, No Labels said it was apparent that these citizens believe this is a just cause and that No Labels should provide Americans with the additional choice that they so clearly want. It's not just No Labels getting in the way of the Trump-Biden rematch. So too is independent presidential candidate RFK Jr., who pitched himself to voters in his own State of the Union address.
Fox's Brian Yanis, Nikki Haley, and Kirsten Sinema saying no to a third-party run. Microsoft warning Russian foreign intelligence hackers again are trying to break into its systems. It seems the hackers used data from stolen corporate emails in January to gain access to the tech giant. America's listening to Fox News.
Imagine what your future looks like. Is the picture a little blurry? Hey, it's Sean Thompson here for Alpha Wealth Group. When we look ahead, we're visualizing where we want to be, and for retirement, that can be hard without a written financial plan. Tom Fortino of Alpha Wealth Group can help you bring your retirement picture into focus. For decades, Tom has been crafting customized financial strategies. His goal is to help you protect your savings, grow your wealth, and create an income strategy you cannot outlive. If you're nearing or already in retirement, it's time to get your plan on paper. So bring your readers and let's take a look at it closely. Call Tom at 630-934-1855 and schedule a complimentary retirement consultation. There is no cost. There is no obligation. This is a chance to get a clearer view of your retirement. The number again is 630-934-1855 or visit alphawealthgroup.com. And listen to the Alpha Wealth Hour Saturday mornings right here on AM 560 The Answer.
Advisory services through Retirement Wealth Advisors, LLC, and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Alpha Wealth Group, licensed in Illinois.
We all know that aches and pains come with simply getting older, but it doesn't mean you have to accept it. That's why I want to tell you about a special lady, Leah from Ohio, and her Relief Factor story. One Sunday, Leah was sitting on the couch in so much pain she was literally in tears. That's when she decided to try Relief Factor. Just 8 days later, she found relief, and she continued to get better and better. To quote her, she said, "I am truly amazed at this product. Like me, who after 9, almost 10 years, almost a decade of low back pain, lost that pain thanks to Relief Factor. If you're living with aches and pains, see how Relief Factor, a daily drug-free supplement, could help you feel and live better every day. Get the 3-week quick starter pack at relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. It all comes with a feel better or your money back guarantee. That number, 1-800-4RELIEF. relieffactor.com.
Have you been struggling to find an easy, safe, and secure document scanning solution for Salesforce.com, Microsoft 365, SharePoint, or OnBase by Highland? Your struggle is now over, and it's time to get your documents and operations into the 21st century with IoT Smart Connected Scan. It's easy to turn physical paper into digital documents and have them directly uploaded to the cloud with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. And you don't need a degree in computing or IT to make it happen. Using QR code technology uniquely configured for your specific business, anyone can set the IoT Smart Connected Scanning device up in 5 minutes or less, saving your organization money and valuable time. Remote employees can even capture documents and send them safely and seamlessly. Organize documents efficiently and securely with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. To see a demo or to order now, go to ready4idt.com. That's ready4idt.com. Use promo code SMART and receive 10% off your order. IDT, putting paper in its place.
When you're serious about your concealed carry training and education and are ready to learn from an active police officer with a teaching degree, check out Illinois Concealed Carry Training in Midlothian. You'll learn safe, responsible firearm use, home defense planning, conflict avoidance, situational awareness, and how to remain physically, morally, and financially safe in the event you must use your firearm in self-defense or the defense of another. Weekday and weekend classes available.
I'm Sergeant Gary Carr, police firearms trainer and the owner of Illinois Concealed Carry Training. We'll arm you with what really counts: knowledge and training. All concealed carry curriculums are not created equal. This may be the single most important decision you'll ever make for yourself and your loved ones. Choose between 3 and 16-hour classes that are available both weekdays and weekends. We are your one-stop for concealed carry classes, fingerprints, and legal defense plans.
Register for a class today and get 10% off class fees with promo code AM560. Visit IllinoisConcealedCarry.com. That's IllinoisConcealedCarry.com.
This is Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560. The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560 The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in studio with the troublemaker who got me pumped up already.
I think I got some other people pumped up too.
I do too, but we got a guest. Guys, I'm sorry. I know you hold. If you can hold a lot, I got a guest. I got an interview, and as soon as I'm done with the guest, I'll take your calls. One of the things I was meeting with my friend Larry Betak, and he was telling me about how they're looking to take back Kane County. And, one of the ways you take back a county is, taking over the county board. And Kane County used to be reliably red, just like every other county that went from red to purple to blue, like DuPage County, which used to be another reliably red. Lake County used to be reliably red. Now it went from purple, I think it's blue now. But Kane County, I do believe is salvageable. I believe it's a county that can be won again. And joining us to discuss that is Jonathan Gripe. He's running for the county board, District 14. John, welcome to Black and Right.
Well, thanks, John. Thanks very much.
Hey, no problem. So talk to us. Tell us why you're running and why should the voters of the 14th District in Kane County county board membership vote for you?
Okay, great question. I'm running actually because a friend of mine and several friends of mine suggested it. I, like a lot of people in the county, was pretty clueless about what the county board did and how, invasive they could be, even if we weren't aware of it. So they invited me to go to a meeting, and I had just retired at the first of last year. And so they said, well, you got time? And I said, sure. So I went to a meeting, and 4 hours later, my jaw had been on the floor the entire time, saying to myself, I can't believe they're saying this, they're doing this, they're getting away. Examples, one of the allegedly Republican people made a motion at the beginning of a meeting to discard any and all public comment at that meeting. And we all looked at each other and said, what country are we in? You just don't do that. And then other remarkable statements and bills they were trying to pull. The problem is, John, that people, aren't terribly aware, which isn't their fault. We need to be able to communicate what's going on. That's what we've been doing for the last 8-9 months, working very hard because people want to change. They don't like people who run. My opponent's been in office for longer than I can remember, and, about 20 years. And we're all in favor of term limits. But the reason I decided to run was to try and make a difference, because when I came back from that meeting, I sat down with my wife and I said, seriously, we have two choices. Either we move out of Illinois or I run for office and try and make this better. And I'm not a quitter. And I said, okay, I've never run for office before. I'm a newbie. I've got lots of business experience, but I'm confident people will come to my aid, and that's exactly what has happened. People are so supportive and so positive. John, I can't tell you how wonderful it was. The St. Patrick's Day parade was today. And it is a big parade. There's lots and lots of floats and units and things like that. So I walked with the other candidates that we're working together with, walked the entire route. I've never had so many high fives, and I happened to be wearing a hat that said, no career politicians. And people looked at my hat and they went, yeah. And I said, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it better, and that's what we're going to do. And I really, really think, John, that this is the time that the Democrats and some of the pseudo-Republicans have been just creating an environment in which people are fed up.
Sir,
and so,
sir, can I jump in for 1 second? You just used the word better. You're going to make it better. Name me 2 issues that you want to run on that's going to make it better for us as citizens.
Okay, that's an easy one, actually. The first thing we want to do is not raise taxes anymore, and we fought that. The group that I kind of came from, the folks that encouraged me to run, were successful in keeping a 5% tax increase down. We were also successful in keeping a gas tax from being implemented, which would have doubled the amount of gas tax here in Kane County. Those two things, that's nice, but I'd actually like to see taxes go the other way. What my bigger concern is, John, is that, even if taxes didn't go up, people might say, well, gosh, they're not going up. That's not a problem. How is the money being spent? And I have talked to a lot of Republicans and a lot of Democrats, and they'll say, oh, you're a Republican. Well, I don't know if we want to talk to you. And I said, let me ask you a question. Are you in favor of taxes going up? And most of them aren't. Then I said, are you in favor of the county board spending money they don't need to? And I never got an answer other than heck no. We don't want that. So what I'm trying to do is recognize the things that everybody doesn't want to see happen and make those happen. Term limits is another thing. People are sick and tired of career politicians. And frankly, all of us running this time have agreed that if one of my first resolutions through the board is going to be to establish term limits for the Kane County Board, and if I'm not successful with that, we've all agreed that we will self-impose a 2-term limit with a succession plan put into place when we start that.
Cool. John, we got to go to break right now, so I'll hold you over for the next segment. And because there's a couple of questions I want to ask about some of the things that are going on in Kane County, and I'd love to get your take on it. You're listening to Black and Right Radio on AM 560 The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony. He's the troublemaker who's caused all type of trouble already. I got people coming after you, Vlon, not me. We'll be right back.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
I've been a clinical psychologist since 1991. I was licensed, and I love being a clinical psychologist because I like helping people. I tell people that Balance of Nature is a wonderful supplement because I truly trust in the product. I feel great, and because I feel great, I'm able to do everything that I want to do. I really love taking Balance of Nature.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order, plus $10 off any additional sets with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code CHICAGO.
This is Carol Platt-Liebau for townhall.com. Chief among Americans' complaints against President Biden's Justice Department has been selective prosecution. It seems those on the right are prosecuted for conduct the left engages in with impunity. One federal judge in California agreed. He's thrown out charges against right-wing rioters on the grounds of selective prosecution. The rioters attended a pro-Trump free speech rally in 2017. Leftist rioters, who attend such events to fight the right-wing groups, came primed for violence and attacked Trump supporters and police. The Biden Justice Department charged them under the Anti-Riot Act. Subsequently, the district court judge dismissed charges based on selective prosecution. He noted that the leftist groups instigated much of the violence and by many accounts behaved worse than the right-wing groups. But the Biden Justice Department has appealed. It seems their old habits die hard. One thing is clear. It's time for equal justice in America again.
You are a creator. You've been inspired to design and craft incredible works of art. But nothing derails you like not having the right materials you need to get the project done. K&S Precision Metals prides itself on having the right metal pieces for you to be a maker. With a huge array of metal products for every part of your project, from beginning design to the finished product, K&S Precision Metals provides brass, aluminum, copper, stainless steel tubing, wire, and more. K&S Precision Metals only supplies the highest quality metal items. Each piece is pure metal with no lead or fillers. You can feel good that your project is made with metal manufactured right here in the USA. K&S Precision Metals are used by the medical and movie industries, artists, crafters, engineers, and educators. Family owned and operated in Chicago for over 76 years. Most orders are shipped within a day. Order direct at ksmetals.com. That's ksmetals.com. K&S Precision Metals. Our materials, your creations.
This is Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560. The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560 The Answer. Before the break, we were talking to Jonathan Gripe. He's a candidate for Kane County 14th District County Board. John, I was going to go politics with you, but I saw something that stood out and is near and dear to me. I see that you are the president of the board of directors of, Fox Valley Hands of Hope. As someone who lost a son, I lost my son, 18-year-old son, to suicide. Grief is. Yeah. I don't think people understand grief until you have to actually go through it. It's a debilitating. It freezes you. It tries to take the grief itself tries to take you out sometime. Let's talk about what you do. What's some of the things you guys do at Fox Valley Hands of Hope? Because I have a ton of people who reside in Kane County, and is it only available to Kane County residents?
No, it's not, John. If you're in DuPage or Kane or contiguous counties around it,
Kendall.
And the only reason for that closeness is if you want to get in-person consulting or therapy, counseling. But what we do is we provide counseling for death losses, and again, I'm so sorry about your loss, but people, and I know especially guys, we're so tough. I can get through this. I lost my mom. I lost my dad. I lost, my spouse, whatever it might be. And there's nobody that I've ever met that's strong enough to get through that kind of stuff. And it's not about being strong. It's about realizing that you need to process that. And everything that Fox Valley Hands of Hope does is free. We don't charge for any of the counseling. We don't charge for any of the therapy. And we'll work with anybody who presents their need to us. So it's been a pleasure for me. And our executive director, Jonathan Shively, is just amazing with what he's done and how he's expanded our programs just to do more. Because you think, how complicated can it be?
Right.
And he's really seen all the different ways that it affects. Like we have the kids who've lost parents. So there's different kinds of programs we have for kids and youth and older folks and all that kind of stuff. So people can check it out, foxvalleyhandsofhope.net.
Yeah.
And,
have you seen an increase?
Yeah,
have you seen the increase of people coming in and seeking out the grief programs and in the use of your services?
Yes. And that's good news and bad news.
Yeah.
I'm not attributing it to a tidal wave of bad things. There are more things going on, but loss is loss. I think what it is, John, is that people are recognizing A, that the services exist, and B, that there's nothing weak about getting some conversation going about that loss, whether it's full-blown therapy or just talking in a group. We have groups that do things. So it's been a pleasure to be with something that anybody can get. There's no financial obstruction in the way.
Wow. Now, Jonathan Gripe, you're running for Kane County Board. How can people find you? We're in the last few weeks of the campaign season for the primary. How can people find you, and if they want to come out and walk with you or give to your campaign, where can they do that?
Well, the good news is I have the world's weirdest last name, Gripe, Gripe, just like it sounds, and so I have easy to find website. It's Gripe, FOR for Kane, Kane. So Gripe for Kane. And then my email is very similar. It's John, Jon, @gripeforkane.com. So get a hold of that. And I'll even put out my cell phone number, because this is one of the things that makes me a little different, I think, John, from a lot of politicians, is that I actually care about what people think and I want to hear it. So every time I meet somebody, I give them my personal cell phone number.
Oh, nice.
And I have gotten amazing input and questions from people, and I honor them all. It's just, I was a financial advisor when I was working. I just retired last year.
Okay.
And, I made my living by listening to people and helping them accomplish what they want. And I looked at this Kane County thing and I'm like, that's basically what I was doing. So my cell phone number is 630-336-4400. That's 630-336-4400.
All right. Jonathan Gripe, candidate for the Kane County Board, 14th District. Thanks so much for joining us on Black and White Radio.
Thank you, John. Appreciate all you do.
Hey, no problem. Vaughn. So, Vaughn, saying blackity black is now offensive to blacks?
Saying what you said?
Blackity black. Is that offensive to black? When did that become offensive? I've said that all my entire life.
Well, it depends on the context that you're putting it in or how you're directing that statement.
But how is it? No, that's soft. That's weak. You offended by that? You're weaker than I thought. Saying blackity black. Man,
well, trust me, it's a lot of people on the left that don't like it. They find it condescending.
Oh, yeah, just like Joe Biden said illegal, huh? He called them illegal.
You heard what Nancy Pelosi, that's the only thing she could zero in on to say, well, he shouldn't have used that. He should have said undocumented.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Words.
Yeah. You're soft. That's what I'm calling you. You're soft. Jim, Dave, Rob, Eduardo, we'll take your calls when we get back.
A great smile can make you feel happy and confident. So when you consciously conserve your teeth, that glowing smile will show through. At Best Dental Group, Doctors Economos, Gavalis, and their staff are ready to help you create that perfect look or maintain the one you have now. Along with general dentistry, Best Dental Group is a multidisciplined practice with an orthodontist, periodontist, and prosthetic specialists on site. They use the newest breakthroughs in dental technology, such as titanium implants, Invisalign clear braces, and laser treatments. Don't let fear get in the way. They can recommend sedation to make your experience as comfortable as possible. Best Dental Group is located in historic downtown Bartlett and is a multilingual office. Call 630-830-4930. That's 630-830-4930. Or visit bestdental.org. Best Dental Group, sharing your conservative values and helping you to conserve your teeth.
Have you been struggling to find an easy, safe, and secure document scanning solution for Salesforce.com, Microsoft 365, SharePoint, or OnBase by Highland? Your struggle is now over, and it's time to get your documents and operations into the 21st century. With IoT Smart Connected Scanning, it's easy to turn physical paper into digital documents and have them directly uploaded to the cloud with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. And you don't need a degree in computing or IT to make it happen. Using QR code technology uniquely configured for your specific business, anyone can set the IoT Smart Connected Scanning device up in 5 minutes or less, saving your organization money and valuable time. Remote employees can even capture documents and send them safely and seamlessly. Organize documents efficiently and securely with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. To see a demo or to order now, go to ready4idt.com. That's ready4idt.com. Use promo code SMART and receive 10% off your order. IDT, putting paper in its place.
And now, more Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560. The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560 The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in studio with the Troublemaker. Let me tell you something, black police. You don't get to dictate who's black and who's not. I'm not an advocate of reparations. That doesn't mean I'm not black. You see my mother? My mother darker than Valon. She black. I'm sick of the race, the black police getting to dictate who's black and who's not, because I'll speak for me, because I have a mind of my own. Yeah, I came in riled up today. I came in riled up because we got a country to save. And you keep getting caught up by these emotional, this emotional black crap. I'm proud to be black.
You ain't black.
Yeah, I'm proud to be black. But I'm sick of it now. You know?
Hey, man, I ain't all that black, man.
I know you're not.
I'm honey brown.
Well, you are. But look, now, and some people are gonna take that out of context. I know that's what they do. That's what people do. That's what the race hustlers do. You know, they take it. We got black race hustlers too. You know, they're gonna take that out of context, but I don't care. I got the receipts of what I do for black people. Just because I don't get on and talk about it. You know, I mean, Brian, I believe it's also Alexit. I think that's the same person. But here's the deal. He's asking why I'm not out there pumping up their group. I am pumping up somebody. His name is Devin Jones, and what he's doing, opening up an 18th Ward headquarters on the 18th Ward. That's not Black Enough Hood. We got a black man opening up. See, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about black greatness, black success. You want to hear about the victimization of blacks? There's a radio station not too far from here, I believe, right? Or not too far.
Up the dial?
WCPT?
Yeah, 820.
You want to hear that? Go turn the dial there. I want to talk about black greatness. Black people who are doing amazing things. That's what we do here. Tell me, am I wrong or not? Am I wrong, Vlad?
No, you're right.
Am I off?
No, you want to talk about the positive, but at the same time, you do talk about a little bit of negative. We both do when it comes to crime.
Of course.
Stuff like that.
But we keep it to the issue, though.
Yeah.
We don't do all this name calling. Well, I don't do name calling. But I'm fired up today. I'm sorry. I know we were supposed to talk about Joe Biden and all that, but I'm oof. All right, let's go to Robert from Bloomingdale. Robert, thanks so much for holding.
Hey, how you doing? You sounded like Larry Elders a couple seconds ago. I like that.
We got a country
to save. You're
we
darn
do.
right. Did anybody watch the State of the Failure address?
Yes.
Yeah, well, no. My wife watched half of it. She turned it up. As soon as she came up on the platform, I got up and I walked away. You know, you got this girl was killed in Georgia. You got the crime out of control, the deficit, inflation climbing up and everything. And this guy's talking, illegal. Of course, he's trying to be tough. But the answer is what the Republican Party should have done at that convention, what I thought they should do. As soon as he came up there and started talking, they should have rose up and just walked out of the convention hall. That's what I thought. Out of the Congress, I should say.
Yeah. Well, you know, we had a talk. Thanks so much for calling us, Robert. We headed to break, but Amy and I were talking about, you know, I think it was Phil who said it was. It started on the Obama. I forget who it was that said it started on the Obama administration. Actually, it started all the way back when Gerald Ford. That's when it started, when they got up and walked out. And then Bush, they were booing him because of the Social Security. You know, people forget those things.
Well, when Phil, you know, of course I listened to both of you. Phil was talking about the guy that said you lied.
Right.
That's where.
But that ain't where it started.
Right.
The Democrats started this foolishness. Yeah, but it's the Democrats, so it didn't happen. Hour 2 coming up next.
When you're serious about your concealed carry training and education and are ready to learn from an active police officer with a teaching degree, check out Illinois Concealed Carry Training in Midlothian. You'll learn safe, responsible firearm use, home defense planning, conflict avoidance, situational awareness, and how to remain physically, morally, and financially safe in the event you must use your firearm in self-defense or the defense of another. Weekday and weekend classes available.
I'm Sergeant Gary Carr, police firearms trainer and the owner of Illinois Concealed Carry Training. We'll arm you with what really counts: knowledge and training. All concealed carry curriculums are not created equal. This may be the single most important decision you'll ever make for yourself and your loved ones. Choose between 3 and 16-hour classes that are available both weekdays and weekends. We are your one-stop for concealed carry classes, fingerprints, and legal defense plans.
Register for a class today and get 10% off class fees with promo code AM560. Visit IllinoisConcealedCarry.com. That's IllinoisConcealedCarry.com.
News, opinion, insight. This is AM560, The Answer. WIND, Chicago. Streaming at 560theanswer.com on the AM560 mobile app or tell your smart speaker.
Another drone attack by Houthi rebels in the Red Sea. I'm Ann Carrick, Fox News.
Houthi rebels and their forces in Yemen have said that they've launched their largest attack yet in the Red Sea. Now, despite almost daily counterattacks from U.S. and U.K. ships since January. Now, the Houthis have been attacking ships in the Red Sea since November in what they claim is a campaign of solidarity with Palestinians during the war in Gaza. In this recent attack, the Iranian-backed group flew dozens of drones over the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden early this morning, lasting for over 2 hours. U.S. Central Command says they, along with other allies, stopped the attacks by shooting down only 15 of the 37 total drones, 8 of which were shot down by French and Danish warships.
Fox's Stephanie Bennett. About 315 students were kidnapped in northwestern Nigeria in the last 48 hours, 15 taken by armed men this morning as they slept. School abductions are common in Nigeria's northern region, especially since the 2014 kidnapping of more than 200 schoolgirls by Boko Haram extremists. Armed gangs often target schools for kidnap ransom. Others seize mining sites and farmland, enacting forced labor. 4 suspects are released without bail in a case involving dismembered body parts found on Long Island. It's prompting backlash regarding New York's bail reform laws. New York State Senator Dean Murray on Fox.
You would think that dismembering and disposing of a corpse would probably qualify for something where you should be held and not set free back out into the public. But lo and behold, because of New York's bail laws, it was not.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul saying the DA should have been able to bring murder charges instead of hindering prosecution, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing a human corpse. And that would have made the suspects bail eligible. America is listening to Fox News.
your official weather forecast.
Tonight, patchy clouds with a low of 29. Tomorrow, not a bad day at all. It'll be breezy with lots of sunshine and a high of 48. Clear tomorrow night, the low 32. Plenty of sunshine for us Monday as we start the week. It's a breezy, warmer day with a high 63. Becoming mostly cloudy Tuesday, but warm. We're going up to 67. I'm Rose Tamburino on AM 560. The Answer.
Get the latest weather, traffic, and news updates online at 560theanswer.com.
This is Carol Platt-Liebau for townhall.com. Chief among Americans' complaints against President Biden's Justice Department has been selective prosecution. It seems those on the right are prosecuted for conduct the left engages in with impunity. One federal judge in California agreed. He's thrown out charges against right-wing rioters on the grounds of selective prosecution. The rioters attended a pro-Trump free speech rally in 2017. Leftist rioters, who attend such events to fight the right-wing groups, came primed for violence and attacked Trump supporters and police. The Biden Justice Department charged them under the Anti-Riot Act. Subsequently, the district court judge dismissed charges based on selective prosecution. He noted that the leftist groups instigated much of the violence and by many accounts behaved worse than the right-wing groups. But the Biden Justice Department has appealed. It seems their old habits die hard. One thing is clear. It's time for equal justice in America again.
The following is a paid political announcement.
Hi, I'm Susan Hathaway Altman, a conservative leader running for Congress in the 11th District. I have the heart to fight for you and in America where citizens are first and individual rights and freedoms are upheld. My common sense, practical approach comes from 30 years as a prominent corporate business leader. And as a catalyst for Congress to work together, I'll tackle inflation, border crisis, safety issues, academic excellence, and more. Go to SusanForCongress.com. Early voting open now. I'm Susan Hathaway Altman, and I approve this message. Paid for by the Susan for Congress Committee.
Protecting and growing your retirement assets can be complicated. From asset and legacy protection to retirement income and extended care, you need a plan. Mark Kohler, host of Retirement and Income Radio, heard Sundays at 11 a.m., helps retirees in or near retirement protect their accounts from market volatility. Mark can help you create lifetime guaranteed, inflation-hedged income. Call Mark today at 844-619-SAFE. That's 844-619-7233. And listen this Sunday at 11 a.m. to Retirement and Income Radio.
A market research analyst is needed full-time in Chicago, Illinois. Minimum required for this position is a bachelor's degree in business administration. Suitable candidates should mail their resumes to Nacalmo Design LLC, 336 North Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois 60601. A market research analyst needed full-time in Chicago, Illinois. Suitable candidates should mail their resumes to Nacalmo Design LLC, 336 North Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois 60601.
Portions of the following show may be pre-recorded.
AM 560, The Answer. Prepare to have your mind opened. The lies of the mainstream media are about to be exposed, and the hypocrisy of the left is about to be revealed. This is a revolution in how you think about politics, race, and culture. You've tuned into Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560, The Answer.
I'm coming in hot.
Boy, Kelvin.
Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Welcome back. Black and Right Radio on AM 560, The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in the studio. If you missed that first hour, head over to 560theanswer.com, download the podcast. You will not miss this show. You can listen to it at any moment. And while you're at it, also, head over to blackandrightradio.com, purchase some merch. There's actually a 15% discount, BRR Radio, Black and Right Radio, BRR Radio. Put that in, 15% off. Let's do it. How about that? Valon!
What's up?
I'm going to say this last thing, and I'm going to get up off of it. Our boy, Kelvin, coming to the rescue. Kelvin Coburn.
What's up?
He's on Where is the Black Community? Who leads it? Ouch.
I've been thinking about Kelvin for a while. Like, where you been?
I miss my boy. Let's go back to the phone line. Jim, what's up, brother?
What's up, Jim?
Oh, hi, guys.
Hey, Jim, what did you give the president so he can have a little bit of spunk the other night? What'd you give him?
Let's just stay on this race thing for a minute.
Okay.
I used to drink in an all black joint for years, and the beauty of it was you get a setup for a sawbuck. You get a pint of whiskey, a thing of ice, and I danced all night there. I had great friends there. I don't disqualify people because their nose is too big, or what kind of clothes they got on, or what color they are, how your ears are. Because if you're like that, you have to be, in my opinion, you'd have to be crazy because there's so many great people on this earth.
I agree.
For instance, I'll give you an example. My wife was given a year and a half to live, and unfortunately the cancer went to her brain. And the most empathetic oncologist we caught was a black doctor. He operated on her brain. And he said to us in the room, he said, you look like nice people. He goes, this is going to be just, just an empathetic sentence.
Yeah.
That was the first one we got from any doctor.
Yeah.
But anyway, he gave her another 2.5 years to live with that operation.
Wow.
So I was grateful for that. So anyway, and I get mad at the media when they say, so many blacks are going to vote for this one, so many Hispanics are going to vote for this one. I'm going to say, we're all Americans, my God.
That's right.
We're all Americans. Just say how many Americans are going to vote. We'll count the votes afterwards. You don't have to separate it and say who was who and who was what. We're Americans.
Yeah. You're right about that,
That's
man.
true.
I
Thanks
can't even
so much,
argue
Jim.
about that.
I appreciate it, Jim.
No, but anyway, I was going to say, I got a kick out of Biden when he was going to Pennsylvania yesterday. He said, "Are you going to debate your rival for the presidency? Because if he behaves himself, I will."
Oh, wow.
Anyway, you can
wait, hey, Jim, you mean Biden saying this?
Pennsylvania, I have a message for you. Send me to Congress that I can support this right, and I promise you, if we take back Congress, we will restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land.
So he's running for Congress, Jim?
Well, but he knows who he's debating. I think he knows who he's going to debate.
You think?
The question is, does the Republican guy know who he's going to debate? He's the one.
Trump knows. Trump knows.
No, he doesn't know. Come on, he's losing his marbles.
Wait. You're saying Trump is losing his marbles, but you won't go on record to say that Joe Biden is losing his marbles.
He was fabulous. He was fabulous.
Oh, I would say like this.
He was absolutely fabulous. He got every note.
Listen.
He got every note.
This was
He was fabulous. That was the best speech I've heard in my life.
Oh my
No. That's the best.
The Democrats are so fired up after that speech. I guarantee everybody. I filled out my mail-in ballot as soon as it was sitting on my closet.
That's because that was the best speech he's ever done. From the last three, that's the best one he's ever done. I'll give him that.
That was fabulous. But anyway, I ran and got my mail-in ballot. I mailed it in. And you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for taking it.
All right, you take it easy, man.
Bye,
I tell you, it's awful brave of Jim to go ahead and mail in his mail-in ballot before they have their convention and find out who their candidate's going to be.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, but they know. They know.
Yeah. Oh, man. Let's go to Dave from Niles. Thanks so much for holding, Dave.
Hey, great program. You got to ask yourself the question, why does the Gold Coast have all that vacant square footage? Why, when I office in the Loop downtown, why do clients not want to come because it's unsafe? Why do we have such contempt in Chicago, in Cook County, Illinois, and across the United States for Chicago law enforcement?
Yeah.
Why is that? And why, when you go ahead and you elect someone who's supposed to do A through G, then after they're elected and they're being paid for it, they say, well, I'm going to take E off the table, I'm going to take C off the table, and still get paid the same amount.
Yeah, because people forget.
This is what you've got to say. And it doesn't matter if her hair is long or his hair is short. It doesn't matter what we claim the color of skin is. God knows what their color of skin is. It doesn't matter what their sexual preference is. What are they doing their job?
Okay.
A lot of people in Chicago
Hold on. I know what you're saying, bro. Listen, do you agree prosecutors and judges have discretion? Yes or no?
Of course they do.
Okay, well then she's doing her job. If she has the latitude or the leeway to
You
look at
don't
cases.
have the discretion to not do your job.
Right.
You have discretion within certain limits.
She doing her
You
job.
don't have the discretion to decide to say that the statute says X.
Right.
When did she not do her job?
You know, she came forward and said, "I'm not going to go ahead and prosecute those driving on a suspended driver's license because they have unpaid child support." I mean, that was early on.
She did.
How ridiculous is that? Guess what happened? Gee, a lot less payments of child support. You can't enforce child. Well, who suffers? You?
Well,
no.
there's a lot of people.
The mother and the child that rely on that money.
Listen, I was
So,
there during that time. There's a lot of people. Hold on one second. It's a lot of people that couldn't pay their child support, and they were being locked up and kept behind bars forever. They just simply couldn't find a job. They just simply couldn't find a job at that time. You don't lock somebody up and keep them behind bars because they can't pay child support. What if they can't find a job?
The law is if their license is suspended and they decide to continue to drive anyway, the charge is driving on a suspended license, which is a Class A misdemeanor. If you decide, the people decide they don't want that to happen anymore, then you get rid of the statute that says if you don't have unpaid child support, and the unpaid child support has to be quite extended before you lose your license. You lose your license.
That's true.
And there's a detailed process you go through. I've gone through that 100 times. I've been a lawyer for 38 years.
That's true.
But I'm telling you, so you decide I'm just not going to enforce it. That's not discretion. Okay,
that
that's
law should be changed
impeachment.
anyway.
Okay,
How
well
many
then,
people?
then she should be in Springfield
Correct.
then, and
And
not
you
in
see
a
what
DA
the
position.
effect is? You see what the effect is
Right.
on society?
That's my point.
Oh my God!
How many
you gotta
people
wake
sit-
up
Wait,
here.
time out, Dave. That was the point of my earlier rant about her. How her policies are affecting so many people throughout Chicago, Cook County, and also some of the people that live outside of Cook County.
Yeah,
You're
and
right.
changing legislation is
It's
not
spilling
within the
over
purview
our
of her
border into the town I live in.
How
Right.
many people sit behind behind bars on a Class A misdemeanor?
Right.
Don't know, write your representative.
Wait, you know what?
Because that's not within the purview of the state's attorney.
Who wrote that
Period.
law? Who wrote that law that tied the driver's license to child support?
I don't know. And it shouldn't be like
I'm gonna
that.
have to look that up.
It shouldn't be like
We may have to call the prosecutor to let him know. Dave, thanks so much for calling and for holding as well. Man, my tongue got tied there. Wait a minute, I gotta address this. Brian, listen, brother. Why do white conservatives hate black people acknowledging our blackness and referring to ourselves as black Americans? I do agree. There are some white Republicans. They always immediately say, "Well, I don't see color." No, I do, and I every time I'm able to have that conversation, somebody tells me I don't see color. I said that's not true. You do see color. I said there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that I'm black, that Valon's black, that George is, I don't know what he is, but there's nothing.
I'm a medium pink.
Medium pink.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's nothing wrong with acknowledging the skin color.
When it's relevant.
Right. What I don't, and I'm going to use Dan's identity, I'm not an identitarian. My identity, my skin color does not define who I am. That's where I draw the line. Me being black does not stop me from doing whatever the heck I want to do in life. Nothing. It does not stop. I have the power. The only person that can stop me is me. And I've been through hell and back. And yet I've still persevered and trudged through everything that I've been through. I should be canceled. I shouldn't have this radio show. But God, we'll be right back.
The Officer Tatum Show.
I'm going to give you an anomaly that's happening this year. That'll give you more proof that something must be crazy going on, because there has never in the history of the United States of America where a president had an approval rating like Joe Biden and won re-election. It is very clear that Donald Trump should have a sweeping victory. And I know that he's winning and that they know he can win because they're coming after him with stupid stuff.
The Officer Tatum Show. Weeknights at 8, right before Sean Hannity at 10 on AM 560. The Answer.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
You know what? I actually am starting to feel better every day. Every day a little better.
I've been with you all a while now. I swear by it. Yeah, I love it. I bought a lot of stuff that didn't work before, but They do help me a lot. I tell everybody about it. I tell all my friends. I swear by it.
I've been taking it for years. I am 65, and the stuff that I'm able to do it amazes people that are in their 40s.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order, plus $10 off any additional sets with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code CHICAGO.
We all know that aches and pains come with simply getting older, but it doesn't mean you have to accept it. That's why I want to tell you about a special lady, Leah from Ohio, and her Relief Factor story. One Sunday, Leah was sitting on the couch in so much pain she was literally in tears. That's when she decided to try Relief Factor. Just 8 days later, she found relief, and she continued to get better and better. To quote her, she said, "I am truly amazed at this product. Like me, who after 9, almost 10 years, almost a decade of low back pain, lost that pain thanks to Relief Factor. If you're living with aches and pains, see how Relief Factor, a daily drug-free supplement, could help you feel and live better every day. Get the 3-week quick starter pack at relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. It all comes with a feel better or your money back guarantee. That number, 1-800-4RELIEF. relieffactor.com.
Do you own a business? Are you aware that your business could be hijacked right from under you without your knowledge? Yes, hijacked. Here's how. Fraudsters pretend to be owners and officers of your company by filing false statements of information with the Secretary of State. They essentially become you. That is frightening. BizTrack from Capital Oversight can help defend you and your business and keep you from losing everything. BizTrack offers the most proactive real-time business identity theft solution. BizTrack actively monitors your business information 24/7. It detects any changes that may impact your operations and immediately notifies you by phone, text, or email. Don't leave your business exposed any longer. Secure your business. Secure your future. Trust BizTrack from Capital Oversight. Go to protectmycorp.com right now. That's protectmycorp.com or call 855-417-1700. Don't delay. Let BizTrack protect your organization from identity theft.
We now return to Black and White on AM 560. The Answer. Here's John Anthony.
Welcome back to Black and White Radio on AM 560. The Answer. Troublemaker.
Yes, sir.
Marjorie Taylor Greene came with. She had a Trump hat on. She was like, wait a minute. Hawk Daddy Mark is supposed to call at 5:35. Let him know that. He knows that. I think so.
I think he just heard you.
Yeah, okay. But Villan, Marjorie Taylor Greene is no punk.
She's a beast.
As soon as the president came down, she gave him some little button or something.
Yeah, say her name.
Yeah, but listen to what Joe Biden said. Listen to what he says.
I know how to say the name.
Laken Riley. Say your name, Mr. President.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. President.
Now, I can't find the clip when he actually said, remember, he just said, I know how to say the name.
Right.
But you remember what he called her?
Lincoln.
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln. But you know what?
But I know how to say the name.
But to be fair to the president.
There you go with your fair.
Yes. I'm embodying fair and care and what's right. Half of the media, I even heard people on this station say Lincoln Riley, some of the smartest people. But and I've heard people say Lincoln. I didn't even know which name to say. So we know now the correct saying is Lincoln. But you can't get on Joe Biden if you don't get on some of the best people that talks on this network either.
Like what? Oh.
I'm not saying names.
God,
I'm not going to say names.
Dude, you know what? Leave AM 560 alone. You could talk about any
I
other
didn't say the
station.
station.
See, you know what?
I said people who talk.
That's what
on
happens
this
when
station.
you're leaving. That's what happens when you leave the show. Now you feel like you're at liberty to talk about AM 560. No,
I'm not talking about AM 560.
You
I
said
said
this
people who talk on this station.
All right, watch it. You're fired. Let's go to Antonio Timothy. What's up, brother?
Mr. Anthony Berlin, how are you guys?
What's going on?
I love that rant you just did because anytime, and you guys know what I look like. Anytime somebody tells me they don't see color, I can tell you right now I'm talking to one of the biggest racists you can ever come across. And the sad part is they're not even aware of how racist they are themselves for making a statement like that. Number two is, Verlon, you can't hold anybody to the same standard at 5:60 a.m. as the President of the United States. If the President of the United States can't say Lakin, then you know what, whatever. But to use that as an excuse to cut the guy some slack, no, sorry. He should not be making mistakes like that. But at least he gave the first speech where he actually said one truth ever. He called the man an illegal alien. I love it. But and also, last, every federal employee should receive the same drugs that he got for that speech. And I'm telling you, we can cut workforce. We can cut that workforce by 90%.
Bruh, I want it.
Social Security, you'd be out in 2 minutes.
That's so true, Antonio. Thank you. Hey, I don't have my readers on. I don't know if this was Georgia Babette that just sent this. Shout out to LaShawn Ford that he signed. He actually got a bill passed that separated the driver's license suspension from child support payment.
Oh, okay. So it was him
Yeah.
that got it.
I actually like that bill.
I'm still waiting for Dennis to tell me who made it.
Okay, I actually like that bill. I'm sorry, I do, because how you expect the man to go out and provide if he can't get out and drive?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm but you got to understand what Dave from Niles was saying. It's the law, but guess what? The way you change it, go and change it at the state level, which is what was done. That's how it works.
Dennis said the Citizen newspaper group.
Is that what was that Dennis that just sent me that?
Yeah, he sent us. I guess he sent
Weekly,
both to us.
But that's not from Dennis though.
No, it's from Dennis.
No, George Pearson just sent me that.
Okay, well, Dennis sent it to me.
No, George Pearson just sent it to me.
Okay.
I would love to, but let's go to back to the phone lines. Megan from Orland Park. Megan, welcome to Black and Right.
Oh boy, you guys have a new system because you just you can tell by my phone number. I guess I was calling. Hi guys.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Going good. Getting ready to go into Costco, but I thought, hey, I'll call you guys first.
Oh, well, thank you.
I have a couple questions. One question, and then I have a comment.
Okay.
And so the question is this. So we have our elections, and my husband and I, even though we're Republicans, we're going to take a Democratic ballot. And he said that really the only one to vote for is Eileen.
Yeah.
Eileen Burke?
Yeah.
O'Neill Burke.
Yeah.
Because the other guy is a like Soros back
Oh
guy.
man, there is a Republican running though, Bob Fioretti.
Yeah, but you know what? He's there to split the vote. He's there.
No, he's running as a Republican. Bob Fioretti is running as a Republican now. But I get what
she said.
No, but I get what you're saying because a lot of people don't think Bob has a chance to win. So in order, I mean, that's what a lot of people who are Republicans doing. They're going to vote for Eileen Burke.
I don't think that's what that sigh was about that she just did.
Yeah, I know what it was about. I know what it was about.
Yeah, it's just he's running every election, and they put him in every single time, Yeah. Anyhow, so that's the one thing that I wanted to state, just kind of your opinion on her. Yeah. I think she's the better of the two.
I would agree.
Democrat options.
I definitely agree.
So here's something really sad my husband said to me. I hope and pray that Trump gets in, that the shenanigans they're pulling doesn't keep him from getting in. But here's what he said: with these illegals coming into the country, I said, well, they could make them legal, whatever, and then therefore have the right to vote. And he says,
yep.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they go into these blue states, and the blue states are going to get more people in Congress, more representative, more electoral college votes or the electoral. Yeah. So he's like, we're done.
Yeah, because the reason that is, the census doesn't count citizen; it counts bodies.
Right.
A lot of these blue states, And that's why I think it's genius what I'm sorry, I think it's genius what's his name is doing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this much.
Cinema, huh?
I'm gonna tell you this much, Megan.
Thank you so much, Megan.
I'm gonna tell
go
you,
ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you this much, Megan. I know people don't like the way I go about it, but listen, between what's happening in Gaza and between these illegals coming over our border, he's losing the black vote at about 23%. I don't think 23% is going to hold, but even 17 or 18%, if that holds, Trump will win.
That's true. Thank you so much, Megan. Really appreciate you listening. Let's go to Don from Naperville. Don.
Thank you for calling back, Don.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing fine.
Listen, what I tell my children is you have to love God and love people, and you cannot you can't love people if you don't love God, because God helps you to see people and not discriminate and to love them for who they are. The problem is, I told my children, the problem is we don't see people the way that God sees people. So we see them through color.
Yep.
Right. So when you look at property rights and voter rights. So African Americans had to fight for that. Women had to fight for that. People with disabilities in the 70s had to fight for it. And the reality is, because of the world that we live in, it just means that these individuals, these groups of people have to fight harder, because the people around them, they don't treat you the way that God had intended for you to be treated. So I agree with Verlon to an extent, because there is a saying, there's a big difference between what you've read in a book and what you've tasted in life. Right. And people have a testimony, but whatever your testimony is, God can use it for his glory.
Amen.
One other point I want to make. There is a point in the law that's called good faith effort. So we have civil rights, and then in the legal system, there's good faith effort. And this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm sure that people in the legal system see tomfoolery all the time. People who do not act in a good faith effort. And if people don't pay their child support, that's probably why it might be tied to a driver's license.
Yeah.
Or why it might be tied to not being able to, renew your realtor license, or whatever that is, because they see it. They see that people are not honest, and they're trying to get society to be honest. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you so much, Don.
That's a good view.
It's a good point of view.
Yeah.
I get it, but I don't like a punishing government. I just don't think government was designed. The republic wasn't designed to be punishable, to punish its people the way they do, and that's why I don't like all these laws. I want to get rid of a lot of laws. I really do, Valon.
Okay, in the last 20 seconds, how, if not that way, I'm gonna take devil's advocate. How do you get people to pay their child support?
Well, I think that's been the fight for decades, right? How do you get them to pay? Because a lot of people go, what they do, get paid cash under the table, so you won't be able to know how much money. You listening to Black and Right? We will be right back.
Women's sports are under attack in America by those with a radical agenda that seeks to erase the differences between men and women in classrooms, on playing fields, and in locker rooms. No one knows this better than All-American swimmer Riley Gaines. See Riley Gaines live in Chicagoland on Friday, March 22nd, presented by Breakthrough Ideas and the Parents Matter Coalition. Get your tickets at 560theanswer.com/tickets. That's 560theanswer.com/tickets. Sponsored by Opum Tax Advocates and attorney Stephen A. Leahy.
In Georgia today, the state is holding its primary Tuesday along with Hawaii, Mississippi, and Washington. The president has signed a package of 6 appropriations bills into law for the fiscal year that began more than 5 months ago. Many continue to be outraged by the ongoing southern border crisis. Texas Republican Congressman Tony Gonzalez tells Fox News every American ought to be.
Here you are, Americans. You're doing all the things you're supposed to do. You're following the rules. You're paying your taxes. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. And all of a sudden, you're at the back of the line while people that are breaking the law, that are illegally into our country, are getting to the front of the line.
Border Patrol sources tell Fox News they heard suspected Mexican cartel members laugh yesterday after the crash of a National Guard helicopter that killed 3. America is listening to Fox News.
You are a creator. You've been inspired to design and craft incredible works of art. But nothing derails you like not having the right materials you need to get the project done. K&S Precision Metals prides itself on having the right metal pieces for you to be a maker. With a huge array of metal products for every part of your project, from beginning design to the finished product, K&S Precision Metals provides brass, aluminum, copper, stainless steel tubing, wire, and more. K&S Precision Metals only supplies the highest quality metal items. Each piece is pure metal with no lead or fillers. You can feel good that your project is made with metal manufactured right here in the USA. K&S Precision Metals are used by the medical and movie industries, artists, crafters, engineers, and educators. Family owned and operated in Chicago for over 76 years. Most orders are shipped within a day. Order direct at ksmetals.com. That's ksmetals.com. K&S Precision Metals. Our materials, your creations.
A great smile can make you feel happy and confident. So when you consciously conserve your teeth, that glowing smile will show through. At Best Dental Group, Doctors Economos, Gavalis, and their staff are ready to help you create that perfect look or maintain the one you have now. Along with general dentistry, Best Dental Group is a multidisciplined practice with an orthodontist, periodontist, and prosthetic specialists on site. They use the newest breakthroughs in dental technology, such as titanium implants, Invisalign clear braces, and laser treatments. Don't let fear get in the way. They can recommend sedation to make your experience as comfortable as possible. Best Dental Group is located in historic downtown Bartlett and is a multilingual office. Call 630-830-4930. That's 630-830-4930. Or visit bestdental.org. Best Dental Group, sharing your conservative values and helping you to conserve your teeth.
Have you been struggling to find an easy, safe, and secure document scanning solution for Salesforce.com, Microsoft 365, SharePoint, or OnBase by Highland? Your struggle is now over, and it's time to get your documents and operations into the 21st century. With IoT Smart Connected Scanning, it's easy to turn physical paper into digital documents and have them directly uploaded to the cloud with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. And you don't need a degree in computing or IT to make it happen. Using QR code technology uniquely configured for your specific business, anyone can set the IoT Smart Connected Scanning device up in 5 minutes or less, saving your organization money and valuable time. Remote employees can even capture documents and send them safely and seamlessly. Organize documents efficiently and securely with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. To see a demo or to order now, go to ready4idt.com. That's ready4idt.com. Use promo code SMART and receive 10% off your order. IDT, putting paper in its place.
Protecting and growing your retirement assets can be complicated. From asset and legacy protection to retirement income and extended care, you need a plan. Mark Kohler, host of Retirement and Income Radio, heard Sundays at 11 a.m., helps retirees in or near retirement protect their accounts from market volatility. Mark can help you create lifetime guaranteed inflation-hedged income. Call Mark today at 844-619-SAFE. That's 844-619-7233. And listen this Sunday at 11 a.m. to Retirement and Income Radio.
From breaking news and weather across the country to insight from the brightest minds in conservative opinion, it's Salem News Channel, home to the biggest shows on TV, like Hugh Hewitt weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern, followed by Mike Gallagher at 9. Join SNC, where facts are sacred, critical thinking is celebrated, and the pursuit of truth is unwavering. Watch Salem News Channel free, now on Xumo Play. Learn more at snc.tv/Xumo.
It's the show the mainstream media doesn't want you to know about. It's Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560. The Answer.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560. The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in studio with the Troublemaker, and we got two new guests who've come in. We have Mark Rice, who's running for the 8th Congressional District, and Susan Altman Hathaway, who was just recently with us, who's running in the 11th. Wow. So
let's go.
Oh, Valon.
Come on.
What's up?
I think you're going to meet your match here.
Let's go.
As it relates to your sympathizing with Hamas.
That's next hour.
No, because you sympathize with them with Hamas.
I don't see. This is what
you can't.
This is talking about But see, this is what everybody does. They throw Hamas out there as a straw man. I'm talking
How's that a
about
straw man?
the people of
please.
Palestine. I'm talking about the children and the babies. I don't even include the women.
Wait.
You know how many children and babies live in Israel that are what you would call a Palestinian? About 1 million.
I'm talking about.
And they vote, and it's a Supreme Court justice.
How do children vote?
Palestinian
How do children
woman.
vote?
No, he's not saying.
No,
he
I'm
said
talking
Palestinians.
about what you're saying. Palestinians. Many of them live in peace. Many of them live in Israel.
That's fine. But
and
I'm talking
Israel
about-
is doing nothing to those people but supporting them and saving their lives because Hamas, the people that you may or may not support,
May
they
or may
are
not.
legit.
I'm a good listener.
They are legit. Well, I don't know. I'm just listening to John Anthony.
Yeah.
But they are legit terrorists. They want to
okay.
kill you.
That's great.
And me. I'm Jewish.
That's
they
great.
they
I
definitely
know.
want to kill me, but they'll kill you too.
That's great. But I'm talking about the 30,000 people that have been killed. Half.
Yeah, how's that?
15,000.
How do you know
are
that?
Children
Who
and
told you
kids.
that?
Thank you.
Al Jazeera?
How do I
You're
know?
listening to Al Jazeera? I thought I was at
And
5:60
how do I
a.m.
know the information that's coming out of Israel is legit? We can play that game all day.
Okay, I see. You want to trust Al
Come on,
Jazeera
I'm not saying-
and Palestinian
I'm not saying that.
terrorists,
We don't
or do you
know.
want to trust the
We
state
don't
of
know.
Israel?
We don't know.
Our ally,
now
our
you're gonna
strongest
make me-
ally
you're gonna
in
make
the
me
Middle
choose
East.
between this information or that information.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Come on.
right.
Wait, hold on. Valon, it's important. It's very important where you get the information from.
It
the
sure
source
is.
of
The
the
context.
information, the content of the information. Because, as I said 2 weeks ago, Hamas are some of the terrorists are the biggest propagandists.
Well,
in the
not only that,
entirety.
listen, you guys are talking to a guy whose family is in Gaza right now. I got 4 first cousins in Gaza. I have one friend who was killed on the 7th. I got another friend, Shlomi Zev, who's currently probably in a tunnel. He's a hostage. So I was in Israel 3 times in the last 12 months. So I actually know these people, and I talk to Israel every day. So am I listening to Al Jazeera or CNN or MSNBC, which are getting feeds from the propagandists, the terrorist propagandists? No, I'm not listening to that. I mean, I hear it because a lot of people are misinformed.
Well, I'm looking at BBC. I'm looking at PBS. I'm looking at WTTW with
Yeah.
their
All
journalists
leftist groups.
on the ground.
WTTW.
And, yeah,
that's a good source.
And their journalists are on the ground, and they said 30,000 dead.
Because they're reciting official Hamas
Man,
numbers.
that's another straw man. You're just going to keep throwing that out there.
It's the reality, which is Hamas is the ruling portion of where this war is happening.
Not
the ruling portion. Hamas is the army.
And you don't
Hamas
think-
is the government,
and you
the
don't think-
elected
Putting out the
government.
press releases.
And there. By the way, you know how they say I was actually with Susan over here. We were in Naperville, and they had a bunch of terrorist sympathizers there, about 700 of them. And I got up and made a speech. They had to kick a bunch of them out of the room because they're so hostile. But I said, instead of wanting Israel to cease fire, right? How about Hamas surrenders and let's go of my friend? Let's go of the hostages. They release the hostages. Then there is no war. There's no civilian casualties. There's no Israeli casualties. Listen, by the way, I hear you crying for the Palestinians.
Yes.
What about my friend that lost his legs that's in the IDF? I'll give you an example. There's one unit called Givati. Givati has 2,500 soldiers.
Yeah.
I actually had the commander
We had
over
the
at my
commander.
place.
We had him
right?
on.
Oh, that's right. He
We
came
had
to
him
my
on.
office after you guys
This
did a
day.
little fundraiser.
Yeah.
So
That's
so
a terrible. That's a soldier.
Wait a
fighting for
second.
his
Wait a
country.
second.
Wait, let him
2,500 soldiers. These are 18 to 20-year-olds. You're right. They're fighting. They're fighting against terrorists, which we do the same thing here. And in Givati of 2,500, they have 500 injured, including this boy I'm talking about that lost his legs. Another friend of mine lost an arm. They had to amputate it. But they also have 50 dead and 500 wounded out of 2,500. We're not talking about that, are we? We're talking
Same
about
thing-
fake news that you're
Same thing
listening
that happens
from.
to American soldiers when they fight a war. They are fighting for their cause. That's fine. We're
That's
talking
right.
about the media reports. And you don't think the Israel media is covering up for the bad things that they do?
Absolutely not. No. You're talking about a democracy. You're talking about not terrorists that rape and kill babies like Hamas, who are the government, are the leadership, are the army of Gaza. And by the way, I've been to Gaza. Have you been to Gaza? Like, I've slept in Gaza. I know Gaza. And it was beautiful before they gave it away, but they gave it away for peace. And ever since they gave it away for peace, ripping people from their homes, we've had rockets flying over.
Yeah.
Imagine if rockets were coming in from Wisconsin every day, because I've been there, and the rockets are coming. The sirens goes off. I have to hide. It's not any way to live. And then they come and they terrorize and they kill babies and women. They are literally terrorists trying to kill
Israel
civilians.
is killing
Do
babies
you
and
think?
women too.
Yeah. So
with
do you
bombs.
think Israel's trying?
With bombs.
So you think Israel's trying to kill civilians?
Yes, because you don't
yes.
send bombs. You don't just send missiles.
Hold on. We got to go to break. But listen, I thought I had that audio clip. I guess I didn't put it on here, where Hillary Clinton actually said we probably shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have done what?
Given Gaza, it
Hamas turns out it was a mistake.
Yeah, they found.
And by the way, that's because that's what they call a two-state solution.
Correct.
And that's why that's a bunch of.
I'm not for a
hooey.
two-state solution.
Neither am I. It's a
Not
one-state
at all.
solution. That's
Israel.
all there is to it.
You listening to Black and Right? Boy, if you fight like that, guys, 8th District.
Oh,
send
we're
them
gonna
comments.
win. I'm
We'll
your
be right
next
back.
congressman.
We'll be right back.
A great smile can make you feel happy and confident. So when you consciously conserve your teeth, that glowing smile will show through. At Best Dental Group, Doctors Economos, Gavalis, and their staff are ready to help you create that perfect look or maintain the one you have now. Along with general dentistry, Best Dental Group is a multidisciplined practice with an orthodontist, periodontist, and prosthetic specialists on site. They use the newest breakthroughs in dental technology, such as titanium implants, Invisalign clear braces, and laser treatments. Don't let fear get in the way. They can recommend sedation to make your experience as comfortable as possible. Best Dental Group is located in historic downtown Bartlett and is a multilingual office. Call 630-830-4930. That's 630-830-4930. Or visit bestdental.org. Best Dental Group, sharing your conservative values and helping you to conserve your teeth.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
It was the one thing that I was missing in my diet. And since me being a very active person, I do mountain biking, I do triathlons, I run, bike, so I'm always active, I couldn't say anything negative about this product. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's been 100% natural, and I tell you, I feel amazing.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order, plus $10 off any additional sets with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code Chicago.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not,
Black and Right continues on AM 560. Once again, here's John Anthony.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560, The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in the studio. I think it was Robert on YouTube that said it. Facts have a way of pushing feelings to the side. That you can feel a certain way, but the truth, and I think you, somebody who's been there, you got family there. When we had the commander here, you both saying the same message. And so is Milan, 30,000 people dead. Well, we don't know that's a factual number. You know, when you look at, would you send aid to Israel if you would you have voted to send aid
100%,
to Israel?
And my opponent, of course, voted not to send aid to Israel.
What do you think is more important at this point? Securing our border or sending money to Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan? What's the rank of importance?
So
for
I'm
you?
an America First guy. So securing our border is the number one issue. Period. If we can't secure our border, we don't have a country. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
So we got to do that.
I don't want.
By the way, bring back ICE.
Yeah.
Vote for ICE. That's my.
Yeah, you said that the other night.
Yeah, that's
real.
nice. That's real.
Where John
I got
Boris.
Tom Homan is supporting me. My
Really?
candidacy. Yeah.
He endorsed it.
Endorsed me. Yeah.
I know you say he's going to go to border. I want him at Homeland.
Supposedly,
give him more
he's
power.
border czar, supposedly, and then Homeland will report to him.
Oh,
under Trump, at least that's what you hear.
Because Homeland's the bigger. I mean, it's basically they created it.
To
be
HHS and ICE and so forth, but they'll report to somebody, and that somebody could be him. Nobody knows for sure.
Why are you running?
Why am I running?
I mean, you're a very
Because-
successful man.
Yeah.
You could be whatever. Yeah. You could be off in the sun in Florida and Texas.
Like all my friends.
Yeah, like all your friends. Why now?
Well, first of all, I'm from Texas, so how stupid am I? So you
Yeah,
gotta question why am I even sitting here? But the truth is, I came here for
I didn't want
fun.
to come out and say it loud.
I came here for a job. I was at the Mercantile Exchange a million years ago. I was a floor trader, so that's what got me here. And I met a girl and got married and had 4 kids. Max,
my boy.
And so I call it being tethered here, because to be honest, a lot of my friends are in Florida, and a lot of including Dan and so many people and a lot of them are in Texas. I mean, my family's in Texas, so that would be the easy way out. But rather than that, we all got to stick it out, and we got to fight, and we got to change it. And I believe, as a business person, as not a politician, because they're all liars on both sides, by the way, and they lie to us. But we're headed towards the path towards Detroit or Beirut. I mean, look how just bad things have gotten. And if I'm going to stay here, I'm going to try to change it. And there are a lot of good people. I just came from a parade where most of those people are going to vote for me.
Was this a St. Patty's parade?
St. Patty's in St. Charles. But anywhere you go, there are people who their eyes are awake. I was down on the south side today on 72nd Street in front of a barbershop for a press conference.
Wait, that district goes all the way over there?
No, it does not.
Oh,
but those are my people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care whether they're black or they're white or they're out west or wherever they are. We've got people here that these people are turning Republican, whether they even know what that means or not. They know that what we've got now doesn't work.
Yeah.
It is broken.
Were you with Devin Jones?
Devin was with me, yeah. I was with Devin.
I love Devin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a few of us there. It was me, Devin, and a bunch of women all about. Anyway, it was a whole thing about parental rights and all that. So
cool.
But I go, I get all around, and so guys like me got to run. People, they got to vote, they got to donate, they got to walk, they got to volunteer. We've got to activate, and so I am running a campaign to change this thing and turn this thing around. And you're going to be surprised. People have so much apathy because the GOP, it's absent basically in Illinois. It's not here. So people either are moving, but if they're staying, they're not voting because they're like, well, my vote doesn't count. Who's my congressman? I have no idea. They don't know. People don't care anymore. If you get real people that are not they're outsiders, not insiders. That's what I am. We can change it.
Well, since you said
I really believe
that,
that.
I wasn't gonna question you. I wanted to go to the phones, but since you said that, I'm gonna stick on my subject since the beginning of the show.
Okay.
Black people don't see it the way that you see it. Black people don't vote for a couple of reasons. Okay. Number one, they feel that they hate both candidates. A lot of them they just don't like either candidate. They want to vote for Biden, but because of what's going on in Palestine and Israel, black people have empathy for that, and they will not do it. Okay. Or they're mad at him because of these people coming over of the border and they're invading their neighborhoods. Right. They don't like that.
Right.
Okay, so I know people personally that say, I'm just not going to vote.
I do too.
And the business-minded black people, they want to vote for Trump.
Wait, real quick. Brian, why don't you call in? I would love for you to call in the next hour, Brian, because Brian is one of those black people that you're talking about, and I would love to get his take on why he would not. The call-in number is 312-642-5600, 312-642-5600, Brian, because Brian is out there trying to change and turn Chicago red. So... Sorry, go ahead.
But don't. I mean, black. This is black and white, so we talk about that. My friends who are black, and by the way, I've lived in Haiti where I was the only white guy. I mean, I understand. I know I'm a white guy, okay? I get that.
You are?
And so I could never know what it's like to be black, right? But I know a little bit about what it's like being a minority and being taken advantage of. And what I don't understand is how is it that people that vote the same way every time and they see it going completely against them, it's like you're being gaslit. The Democrats are taking advantage of the black community and just treating them like nothing.
But I think we got to go to break. But I do believe that's changing. And you know, Trump got all that beef at my friend Deontay Johnson's Black Conservative Federation gala when Trump said, "I only see black people." Well, people didn't talk about how he said, "Wait, they're gonna come after me when I say this. This is a joke." I had people that were there, so they kept out that part about what he said. But I do think black people are rising up. I think Latinos are rising up.
I see it.
To Valan's point, Trump gets 20% of the vote. Cancel Christmas. It's over. President Trump, the 47th president of the United States of America. But we'll talk more about your campaign.
Sure.
You're listening to Black and Right. Warren, Nick, Kip, Eduardo, hold the phone. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we have represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Visit CordellCordell.com to take the first step.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Springfield area attorneys. 2815 Old Jacksonville Road, Suite 103, Springfield, Illinois, 62704.
Did you know one of the best investments you can make? It's in yourself. At My Computer Career, in just a few months, you could start your new career in the high-demand, recession-resistant field of information technology. Isn't it time you invest in you and start a career in networking, cybersecurity, AI, or upskill to boost your current IT career? So, get the ROI you deserve at My Computer Career. No experience necessary. Start now at mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Protecting and growing your retirement assets can be complicated. From asset and legacy protection to retirement income and extended care, you need a plan. Mark Kohler, host of Retirement and Income Radio, heard Sundays at 11 a.m., helps retirees in or near retirement protect their accounts from market volatility. Mark can help you create lifetime guaranteed inflation-hedged income. Call Mark today at 844-619-SAFE. That's 844-619-7233. And listen this Sunday at 11 a.m. to Retirement and Income Radio.
Hi, this is Carl Amari.
I'm Lisa Wolf. Join us every Saturday night beginning at 8 p.m. for all things entertainment on Hollywood 360.
If you love classic radio shows, The Shadow, Jack Benny, The Lone Ranger, Dragnet, Gunsmoke, and many more, we have them for you on Hollywood 360.
We'll also present trivia contests with prizes, showbiz news, celebrity interviews, games, and movie reviews.
So don't miss Hollywood 360 every Saturday night beginning at 8 p.m. on AM 560, The Answer.
Back to Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560, The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio. Let's go straight back to the phone lines. Warren from Naperville, you've been holding for quite some time. Thank you so much. Welcome to Black and Right.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes. So, can you hear me perfectly?
Yeah, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to comment on Israel because since what's been happening there, it's intrigued a lot of people to just make themselves aware of the situation there.
Uh-huh.
I'm originally from Africa. Israel used to have a very good brand in Africa.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
we
remember
grew up Christian. So at the end of the day, the brand is going into the toilet all across Africa. The kids here, I mean, no matter how much I try to impress on my own kids, that this issue is a lot more complex.
Yeah.
But when you see a super army go against largely women and kids, I know they're trying to kill Hamas, but the end result is 13,000 kids dead in 5 months. Nobody,
which we still don't know if that's a true number.
That's not true.
We don't know if that's a true number.
I agree, but the numbers in the past have not been disputed.
Yeah. What about all the people? What about all the Israelis that have been killed over the years with rocket attacks? Anybody gonna talk about that?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Wait, I want to know what you think about.
Wait, let him make his point. Go ahead, continue to make, because we got more calls on the line. Go ahead.
I understand the pain, but as one researches and tries to understand the issue, why can't they be a two-state solution? Why can't they be a stop to the building of settlements in the West Bank?
All right.
Why keep stealing more and more land? Why keep Netanyahu, who on 5 times is, has told the world how he's so proud he stopped the Palestinian state.
All right, Warren, we got more calls. Thanks so much for calling. I really appreciate you still call. I remember you called in a few other times. So thanks so much, Warren. Let's go to David from Galewood. David, welcome to Black and Right. David, you there?
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, David's gone. Let's go to Nick from the Northwest Side. Nick, welcome back to Black and Right.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome back, and hello to all you people there. If there were never, ever any Israel, never, ever any Jews, the Islamic people, not all of them, but a lot of them will still hate our society here and the Western cultures because they see us as a pagan and materialistic society. It's very hard to have peace like that when they feel their religion in the Quran states that it is the better religion.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Nick. Let's go to Jan from Hoffman State. Jan, you got about 40 seconds. Go.
Hey, Jan. Hey, glad you're back anyway. But they don't worry about killing all the babies in the womb, and most of those are black babies.
Yeah.
And secondly, there's been about 500,000 Ukrainians killed, and we're responsible for funding that war that is already lost by Ukraine, but they're not worried about that, and there was a hell of a lot of women and children killed over there, 500,000. And they didn't think nothing about the U.S. dropping H-bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki that killed 221,000 people after they killed our...
That's true. Thanks so much, Jan. God, you know what?
True.
So
every war, though, Afghanistan, Vietnam, Ukraine right now, there are civilians who die.
Yeah.
Israel's doing everything they can to win a war.
Sounds like they're over there shrugging your shoulders.
But guess what? Guess what? You got to stay, because I believe his Troublemaker segment will intertwine today. Hour 3 coming up next.
Listen, road rage is escalating on Chicago's expressways. Road rage drivers are using guns to shoot at other drivers.
Stay in your lane. Come on, man.
So when driving, be aware and stay calm. A driver with road rage may have a gun. And if you encounter road rage, don't engage.
Sponsored by the Illinois State Police. Aired in cooperation with the Illinois Broadcasters Association and this station.
As a local business owner, you get called every week by marketing companies. We get it. We have hundreds of satisfied customers. Here's what a satisfied client recently said.
Open enrollment is going great. We're hitting record numbers. Thank you so much for this report. It really is amazing to see how the marketing is really shaping our enrollment around the city.
If you're a local business and ready for the next step, visit surroundchicago.com right now. Our experts are ready to help you take your marketing to the next level. Visit surroundchicago.com today.
This is Chicago's election station. AM 560, The Answer. WIND, Chicago. Streaming at 560theanswer.com on the AM 560 mobile app, or tell your smart speaker to play The Answer.
Deadly chopper crash at the border. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. A helicopter crashes in Texas near the Mexican border, killing 2 National Guard members and 1 Border Patrol agent. Fox's Jeff Paul has the latest from Eagle Pass, Texas.
Senator John Cornyn of Texas just putting this out on social media, saying that he did talk with the Border Patrol chief in the Rio Grande Valley. He then names the Border Patrol agent who was killed as Chris Luna, saying, quote, "Very sad, another reminder that the humanitarian and public safety crisis caused by Biden administration policies are dangerous to all." Now, this crash happened yesterday afternoon just before 3 p.m. We know the crew was conducting a federal support mission at the border and was not related to Texas's ongoing Operation Lone Star. The helicopter went down in a field in La Grilla, Texas. 4 were on board at the time.
1 soldier survived the crash but is listed in critical condition. Armed men broke into a boarding school in northwestern Nigeria and kidnapped 15 children as they slept. That happened about 48 hours after nearly 300 students were taken hostage elsewhere. Gangs have been demanding huge ransoms for their return. Several students have been expelled from school in California for using artificial intelligence to create fake naked photographs of underage schoolmates.
5 students were expelled by the Beverly Hills Unified School District after nude photos generated by artificial intelligence were shared. 16 8th-grade students at Beverly Vista Middle School were victimized by the fake nude photos. The district's Board of Education voting to expel those 5 students at a special meeting this past Wednesday night. Local police also have an ongoing investigation. School officials saying the photos superimposing the faces of students onto nude bodies generated by AI were first discovered in mid-February. Paul Stevens, Fox News.
America is listening to Fox News.
Now, your official weather forecast.
Patchy clouds tonight. We're going down to 29. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, breezy with the high 48. Clear skies tomorrow night, the low 32. And we start the week Monday with mostly sunny skies. It's breezy and warmer. You're going to feel the difference going up to 63. Becoming cloudy Tuesday, but a warm day again with the high 67. I'm Rose Tamburino on AM 560. The Answer.
Get the latest weather, traffic, and news updates online at 560theanswer.com.
Are you tired of the ups and downs of the stock market? Are you sick of logging into your brokerage account only to find out that you've lost hundreds or thousands of dollars in a single day? At MarketBeat, we know that constantly moving in and out of stocks hoping to get lucky is a loser's game. Buying hot stocks after they've already shot up in value is a recipe for disaster. It's time to stop playing the loser's game and invest in stocks that have shown they can stand the test of time. MarketBeat has prepared a free report titled 7 Stocks to Buy and Hold Forever, and we would like to text it to you for free. Text the word profit to 68285. The companies in this report might appear to be nothing special at first glance, but these companies print billions of dollars of cash each year in profit. If you would like to receive our free report of 7 stocks to buy and hold forever, simply text PROFIT to 68285 and we'll text you this report instantly. Text PROFIT to 68285 and we'll send you this free report right now. Text the word PROFIT to 68285.
Standard message and data rates may apply. Please consult with your investment or tax professional.
The following is a paid political announcement.
Hi, I'm Susan Hathaway Altman, a conservative leader running for Congress in the 11th District. I have the heart to fight for you and in America where citizens are first and individual rights and freedoms are upheld. My common sense, practical approach comes from 30 years as a prominent corporate business leader. And as a catalyst for Congress to work together, I'll tackle inflation, border crisis, safety issues, academic excellence, and more. Go to SusanForCongress.com. Early voting open now. I'm Susan Hathaway Altman, and I approve this message. Paid for by the Susan for Congress Committee.
Bad decisions limit future options. Make enough bad decisions, and you'll destroy your life. Listen to The Flatline with Rick Hughes tomorrow morning at 7. The Flatline describes a main line of resistance in your soul built on God's Word. Listen tomorrow morning for inspiration, motivation, education, all without manipulation. That's The Flatline with Rick Hughes. Tomorrow morning at 7 on AM 560. The Answer.
From breaking news and weather across the country to insight from the brightest minds in conservative opinion, it's Salem News Channel, home to the biggest shows on TV, like Hugh Hewitt weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern, followed by Mike Gallagher at 9. Join SNC, where facts are sacred, critical thinking is celebrated, and the pursuit of truth is unwavering. Watch Salem News Channel free, now on Xumo Play. Learn more at snc.tv/Xumo.
Portions of the following show may be pre-recorded.
AM 560, The Answer. Prepare to have your mind opened. The lies of the mainstream media are about to be exposed, and the hypocrisy of the left is about to be revealed. This is a revolution in how you think about politics, race, and culture. You've tuned into Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560, The Answer.
I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Welcome back. Hour 3 of Black and Right Radio on AM 560, The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in the studio. If you missed those first 2 hours, head over to 560theanswer.com, download the podcast. You can listen to this show no matter where you are in the world. A lot of people are starting to download the podcast. I don't know if you too have downloaded the podcast. If you haven't,
yeah,
Valon has. I know Valon has.
Yes,
Susan,
I do.
Oh, Susan got caught. You didn't. You have not. Look at it. You have not
You ain't
downloaded the
black.
podcast. Well, she's not.
I have not.
Oh
I'm sorry.
my
I
God.
will. I promise.
I really appreciate you guys coming in. I mean, you
Love
coming
it.
in, Mark.
Love it.
We had Susan in. When was 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
now?
I think like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Was
Yeah.
it 2? I wasn't here last week. Was it the week before?
Yeah,
Valon?
it was the week before.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was a very lively discussion.
It was.
You know,
I thought it was lively. I was trying to, maybe mix it up a little bit more, but
Yeah.
it didn't work.
Let me clear the phone lines because Valon has his segment he's getting ready to do. Let me clear the phone lines. I hope Eduardo is not on the chipmunk line. Eduardo, thanks so much for holding.
If I am, I'm hanging up.
No, you're not. Go ahead,
you're not.
Eduardo.
Okay, so I was going to say a couple of things. Cybersecurity, they didn't mention anything about this. You had a United Healthcare that was hacked. People weren't able to get their prescriptions. And they're going to be sending a Marine unit to Haiti. Where's all this outcry about race in Haiti?
Yeah.
All those people are being killed. They're starving. Do they not care about that? We have to have our European vacations. That's why we have to save Ukraine.
Boy, Eduardo, you're talking
Yeah.
to a guy running for Congress that lived in Haiti, that speaks Creole, moi parle Creole,
Uh-oh.
moi travaille là, and I ran a business there, and I've gone there many more times than I could possibly count. And you are right, my man.
Well,
you are right about that.
you have to look
Thank
back.
you very much.
Thanks, Eduardo. Eduardo always comes with
Well,
nuggets.
you have to look back on history when it comes to why people don't care about Haiti. Since Haiti fought for its independence, all European countries and America has given Haiti the cold shoulder.
Oh,
they've been letting
my
them suffer
goodness.
since they fought for their independence.
Oh, here we go. Oh, you mean like we have literally spent billion or hundreds of millions of dollars to try to help that country and help the people, and you're going to
Prove
say,
it. I know
prove it.
I know humanitarians go over there to help, but I don't know
No,
how
our
much the United
government,
States government has
USAID.
given them money.
Dude, I lived there. I'm telling you, I watched it.
Okay.
And I was part of it, and I ran a company with 200 Haitians working for me. And I did that, and I know that these foreign governments, thank God, are helping Haiti so these people don't starve.
Okay.
They've had troubles politically, economically. They've destroyed their natural resources, and it's very easy to just blame it on the white guys or on these other countries.
No, you know
but,
who I
but
blame
that
it on?
ain't true.
No, you know
That's
who I
not
blame
true
it
at
on?
all.
I blame it on Arthur.
Okay, Valon, you're going into your
I
segment.
want to go into myself, but I blame it on Arthur. It depends on who wrote the book. Hit my music.
Okay.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses.
All right, I'm back, baby. This week's Troublemaker Award goes out to Lamont Hill. I have 2 clips. Full disclosure, the first clip, I agree with every word he said. Second clip is up for interpretation.
I can't.
But I'm gonna let you
Sit
all.
here.
But I'm gonna let you all decide for yourselves. Play the first clip.
I can't sit here calmly when I watch these preachers. Ooh, Lord. And these bourgeois Negroes. Who will allow the church to be used as a shield for empire. Yeah. Yes, sir. Last week, there was a protest in the Great Mother Emanuel AME Church in South Carolina. A beautiful church, a historic church, a church birthed out of struggle, birthed out of the struggle of the African Methodist Episcopal tradition, which is built on saying black folk have a right to preach to the word of God, and not just to other black folk. Black folk have a right to full humanity and full participation. Don't tell me you love God and you obey the commandments of God and the word of Jesus and tell me that black folk ain't got the same rights. So the AME Church is a church of struggle. And it's also a church of tragedy. We know that Dylan Roof went into that church and killed 9 beloved saints as they were praying. So I was a bit struck last week when I saw that they opened the pulpit up to Genocide Joe.
Ooh.
Y'all can get mad, I don't care. And people, as he began to give his campaign speech, some protesters stood up and said, "Stop the blood in Palestine." Yeah. They said, if you're outraged by the blood of Selma and you're outraged by the blood that was spilled in this very church, then how about calling for a ceasefire in Palestine, since you've given them the weapons, you giving them the support, you giving them the money? Joe, why don't you do something about it? They marched and stood up and got kicked out of the church, and people said, we're outraged. You know, I was outraged too. Yes, sir. How dare you use this sacred space? How dare you use this beloved pulpit? How dare you use this sacred tradition? How dare you use the words of Jesus, who overturned the tables in the temple, who was committed to overturning a Roman government, who was committed to speaking out against injustice? How dare you use this space as a shield for imperial war? How dare you use this space as a shield for violence? How dare you use this space as a shield for genocide? Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead. The moral atrocity that took place wasn't some disruptive protesters. It was the fact that you allowed the leader of the most violent and bloody empire in modern history to stand in this place and represent a tradition that he ain't got nothing to do with. How dare you?
Genocide Joe. I love it, and I'm going to use that name from now on. Play my second clip.
Before I do, who do you think he was referring to when he said the most violent?
He was talking about America. He was talking about America.
Okay. So Maoist China and Stalin didn't exist.
Well, that's why I said leave America if you feel that way.
Genghis Khan didn't exist.
That's your opinion.
Leave America.
Yeah.
Can I get it?
They thought Negroes couldn't read and write. They thought Negroes didn't have the capacity to read and write. And yet they made all the laws to stop us from learning how to do what? Read and write. If we can't read and write, what you trying so hard to stop us for? And the answer is because America has always known what you are. America has always known who you are. America has understood what you're capable of, and they will make you think you ain't nothing at the same time that they exploit your gifts. They'll tell you you lazy and make you a slave. They'll tell you you dirty and have you clean their house. They'll tell you uncivilized, and we raise their children. They know who you are. But it's time that you listen to who you are, that you understand who you are.
Lamont Hill. Oh, God. I'm going to leave it to you to interpret whether he's the good troublemaker or the bad troublemaker. But I tell you one thing, that first clip, I agree with everything he said. And to you all that's trying to go against Lamont Hill, play me my Gary Coleman. See, he did that on purpose.
I know he did.
What you talking about, Willis?
Thank you. Oh. Idiot. Now, we only got a minute and 20 seconds. You all say whatever you have to say.
I'm going to have to go take a shower to wash off the WCPT effect that's happening to this show now.
Because after...
That taste in your mouth is disingenuous.
Yeah.
Because after this break that's coming up, we got Phil from Blue Island on the line.
He's going to have to wait now.
Oh.
Punishment. I'm putting baby in the corner.
Don't do that.
No. He's going to have to wait because I'm interviewing Mark with the for his congressional.
Oh yeah, yes, right. That's. I'm sorry,
but
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Valon, wow, that was a mouthful he said in that first clip.
Yes, it is.
Genocide Joe. Yeah.
There are so many reasons to not have Joe in a historically black church.
But that.
Most of them along the lines of lifelong racist.
Yeah. Racial jungle.
But yeah, that argument against it kind of fell pretty flat.
Using the N-word freely, the boy. Can you catch this for me? I'm gonna say the word. Catch it for me. You ready? Nigger this and nigger that. He actually said that.
Yeah. He said nigger mayor and nigger big shot.
He said that.
Yeah. That's because you ain't black. You ain't black.
Okay.
That's why.
I didn't say it. That was a lie.
I had already dumped it, and then Verlon said it again, so I had to dump it again. So we got 4 seconds of delay. So nobody say anything.
Okay. I'm sorry. We got to go to break, but when we come back, let's talk about the campaign.
Let's do it.
You listening to Black and Right. We're going to more with Mark Rice for the 8th congressional seat coming up next.
Charlie Kirk explains why the left hates religion.
They hate Christianity because they do not want to acknowledge that there might be a transcendent order above themselves that governs the universe. It inherently makes them less powerful when they acknowledge that there is a sovereign God above them. It's humbling.
The Charlie Kirk Show. Afternoons at 1, right before Sebastian Gorka at 3 on AM 560. The Answer.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
I'm 76. I feel great with it, and I won't stop ever taking it.
I'm 67, and I'm pretty active. I go out in the fields and work, and I noticed a difference. I take it in the morning, but I've been taking it, religiously. My body seems to like it.
If it wasn't good, I wouldn't be doing it for 23 years. So it works good.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order, plus $10 off any additional sets with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code CHICAGO.
When you're serious about your concealed carry training and education and are ready to learn from an active police officer with a teaching degree, check out Illinois Concealed Carry Training in Midlothian. You'll learn safe, responsible firearm use, home defense planning, conflict avoidance, situational awareness, and how to remain physically, morally, and financially safe in the event you must use your firearm in self-defense or the defense of another. Weekday and weekend classes available.
I'm Sergeant Gary Carr, police firearms trainer and the owner of Illinois Concealed Carry Training. We'll arm you with what really counts: knowledge and training. All concealed carry curriculums are not created equal. This may be the single most important decision you'll ever make for yourself and your loved ones. Choose between 3 and 16-hour classes that are available both weekdays and weekends. We are your one-stop for concealed carry classes, fingerprints, and legal defense plans.
Register for a class today and get 10% off class fees with promo code AM560. Visit IllinoisConcealedCarry.com. That's IllinoisConcealedCarry.com.
This is Carol Platt-Liebau for townhall.com. Chief among Americans' complaints against President Biden's Justice Department has been selective prosecution. It seems those on the right are prosecuted for conduct the left engages in with impunity. One federal judge in California agreed. He's thrown out charges against right-wing rioters on the grounds of selective prosecution. The rioters attended a pro-Trump free speech rally in 2017. Leftist rioters, who attend such events to fight the right-wing groups, came primed for violence and attacked Trump supporters and police. The Biden Justice Department charged them under the Anti-Riot Act. Subsequently, the district court judge dismissed charges based on selective prosecution. He noted that the leftist groups instigated much of the violence and by many accounts behaved worse than the right-wing groups. But the Biden Justice Department has appealed. It seems their old habits die hard. One thing is clear. It's time for equal justice in America again.
This is Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560. The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560. The Answer. I'm going to get right to it. The first clip, I don't think I agree with Mark that much. The second clip, that's factual. That did happen. They didn't want us to read and write as black people. Yeah. But that's not happening now. Tell me where that's happening now? And you know who's leading the march on this? Leftists. Correct. Leftists.
Absolutely.
When our kids can't read at a third grade level and can't do math at a third grade level, and they want us to continue to send our kids to these same broken schools, CTU, Chicago Public Schools, when school choice is what will wrest them away from this disease that's happening in urban areas. That stuff is not happening now. This is my beef with Phil. His argument is about history. Well, let's make history. Yeah. Right. Let's go into these black communities and bring in school choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
70% of these kids are illiterate graduating high school. Just an FYI. Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why.
Yeah, but if you're a leftist, you want to control people.
That's right.
They're winning. We got to fight against that.
And what Williams said, who called in the African, the reason why his kids' generation is souring on Israel is because of our education system, which is indoctrinating these kids.
You can control people
and
if you
media.
keep them stupid, right?
Yes.
We're living in idiocracy, right? You've seen that movie?
That was.
We're getting there.
Well, I think
if the leftists have their way, we'll be
I think
there.
I hang out with more Africans than all of you, and no, that's
excuse me.
That's not their reason. They said Israel has the weapon. That's how they say it. You know, they talk broken English. Israel has the weapon, and they use the weapon to oppress people, and Israel are killing people over in Palestine.
Valon.
That's what they tell me.
Valon, you don't know who I hang out with, so I wouldn't say that too fast. I got a bunch of Cameroonians. I got some bunch of Nigerians all in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood, and we used to party, sit in their house and party all the time.
I don't hear any Africans, the Nigerians, the Ghanans, and all the people that I know, I don't hear them speak up for Israel.
Well, of course, because China's
they're watching the same media you are.
Yeah,
they're listening
and
to Al Jazeera.
because China's there.
Yeah, listen to Chinese media.
Yeah, and all right, let's go. Philip, what's up?
What's going on, Phil?
Phil, you there?
Yeah, he's there.
I don't hear him.
I hear
Phil. Phil. Going once. Phil. Going twice. Phil. All right. Kelvin from Springfield.
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
All right, brother. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good, man. Hey, what's up, Verlon? How y'all doing?
What's going on, man?
Not too much. You know, I have to say subjectively cynical stupidity again. I was 100% against what Lamont Hill said. Who are they? Who are we speaking of? See, when you got race baiters and leftists like that, you got to remind them that the United States of America is a constitutional republic.
Yes.
Correct. If your community is struggling, your representative sucks.
Yep.
If you keep talking about disenfranchised and we all the way giving opinions in Palestine and Israel, and your school system sucks, your neighborhood sucks, your family structure sucks. So stop talking about everybody's business and get back to the point that this is a republic. Hold your reps responsible. Fix your own neighborhood.
Yes.
It is so embarrassing for me as a black man to listen to these other black men blame other people about their screwed up life.
Amen.
Grab the bull by the horn and let's raise my children is my business.
Yeah.
My neighborhood is my business. My jobs are my business. Let's start some businesses. Stop crying, especially Phil from Blue Island. Stop crying about everybody else. Look in the mirror. You want to see what the problem is? It's in the damn mirror.
Woo!
So let's get it together and let's go forward.
Woo! The lion!
Have a great show.
The lion has roared!
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Don't you think of it? They just try to be like the lap dogs or the mascot in the Jerry Kids, and they talk about the black vote here, and then they get white liberals, and then the white conservatives come out to talk about the black neighborhood. It ain't their damn business. It's ours. Stop it, man.
Okay, well, you know what I think? I think you just upset Phil because he called back.
Hold on. I'm going to keep you. Hold on, Kelvin. Don't go anywhere. Phil from Blue Island, what's up, brother?
Unfortunately, I would have to take care of something, so I didn't hear any of that.
Okay.
Any of those angst. But what I would say about America being the most violent, I mean, just look at slavery for beginning, and then look at Japan, where instead of being real courage, instead of going after the Soviet Union, they wanted to drop a couple of bombs on Japan when Japan, at that point, had already surrendered.
You know what? But did you forget what Japan did to America?
What school did Philip go
No.
to?
Did you forget? The bombing of Pearl Harbor?
Japan surrendered. They say, "Oh, okay."
After two bombs and the Soviet advance into Manchuria.
Yes. No. See, y'all don't know history. Japan surrendered.
Revisionist history. We don't know it.
School education is important, Phil.
Yeah, let me
they
help.
dropped the bombs afterwards, and it wasn't.
Oh my God,
Phil,
it was about.
I think he's done. Anybody else want to hear him?
Aliens.
Well, I think Kelvin wanted to respond to Phil.
Go ahead, Kelvin.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about America, because Black history.
Kelvin.
We are just a part above America as anybody else. Blacks got to America 3 ways: Juan Garino, Esteban Lenore, and then slavery. The first person that was over here in this territory orders that owned slaves were black. Forget about all that history. Let's talk about today. And you're talking about black victims. But look at the top 3 black women that's going after Trump.
Yeah.
Letitia James.
Black
Where's
man
her
too.
oppression? Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Alvin Bragg, black, going after Trump.
Funny.
Fannie Willis, Fannie Booty Clapping Willis, going after Trump. Let's not talk about big money, bold black mayor that used the police for her personal escorts. People miss me with this oppression garbage, because what these people are doing is they're baiting, they get in the bag, they steal the money, and they throw the black people right back out there like Jerry kids so they can get the bag again.
You said something Valon don't agree with.
Phil, stop playing with me.
Phil, you want to respond?
Just get off your soapbox for a minute.
I'm off.
Did you cut me off?
No, you're right there.
Okay. So all I'm saying, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to go back and forth with another black man. I have nothing against
Why?
Here, I'm a white guy. Go ahead.
I have no issue with any black man.
Except me.
I'm a white guy. Go ahead.
Historically, those who have held me down or held my family down or discriminated against my parents or my foreparents or my ancestors were not black men generally.
Well,
yes, there were a few.
They were the worst slaveholders, though.
They called them slavers.
They were the worst slaveholders, the blacks.
I think close second is your history teacher.
Yeah, my white family that was in the Holocaust, they were probably enslaving your family. Hey, but what's the definition of insanity? Do you know what it is? It's doing the same thing over and over, voting Democrat over and over, and expecting a different result.
That's right.
And all this talk, it's such nonsense. I mean, come on, wake up, people.
Yeah. Because it's black issues?
No, that's not what he said. Oh, Phil, that is not what he said.
Okay,
did you hear what he said?
I was talking.
No, what I'm saying is white people, so I'm a white guy. So my parents were in the Holocaust in the 40s trying to get exterminated by Nazi Germany, and I don't think they owned slaves. I don't think they were over there in Europe owning slaves before they almost got killed.
If you want to be part of this conversation, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think since 1947, where the Jews started coming in from Germany or wherever they started coming in from, when nobody else in the world wanted them, but the Palestinians accepted them, and they were living there.
Wrong. It was England. It was British. It was called the British Mandate of Palestine, and there were Jews already there for forever and ever. In 1948, almost 1 million Jews were kicked out of every Arab country, every one of them, 40, 50 of them, and they moved to Israel because they got kicked out. They didn't have any other place to go. Now, should they go blow up those Arab countries because they got kicked out? Do they deserve that land? Do they deserve a homeland? Should they go take over those countries? There was a war in 1948 because Israel was attacked by all those Arab countries, and Israel was very lucky. I frankly think it was a miracle. They defended themselves, and they became a country. But you've got history wrong, my friend.
Yeah. Well,
drastically.
Perfect ending. We're gonna get around to talking about your campaign, but I
am running for Congress.
But I think what this conversation is showing just how much of a fighter you are, and why the people of the 8th District need you to go down in D.C. to represent them. Hold the line. We'll be right back.
Should biological men be allowed to compete against women? Should women be forced to share locker rooms with biological men? This is the fight that All-American swimmer Riley Gaines is fighting across America as she advocates for the safety, privacy, and quality of women and girls in sports. See Riley Gaines live in Chicagoland on Friday, March 22nd, presented by Breakthrough Ideas and the Parents Matter Coalition. Get your tickets at 560theanswer.com/tickets. That's 560theanswer.com/tickets.
Fox News, I'm Ann Carrick. The presidential frontrunners in Georgia today looking to sway voters before Tuesday's primary. President Biden.
Instead of celebrating the contribution of immigrants to our country, to our economy, and our communities, Donald Trump calls them vermin.
The former president at his own rally. Backlash in New York after 4 suspects are released without bail in a case involving the discovery of dismembered body parts.
You would think that dismembering and disposing of a corpse would probably qualify for something where you should be held and not set free back out into the public. But lo and behold, because of New York's bail laws, it was not.
New York State Senator Dean Murray on Fox. The governor saying the DA should have brought murder charges, which are bail eligible. America's listening to Fox News.
Do you own a business? Are you aware that your business could be hijacked right from under you without your knowledge? Yes, hijacked. Here's how. Fraudsters pretend to be owners and officers of your company by filing false statements of information with the Secretary of State. They essentially become you. That is frightening. BizTrack from Capital Oversight can help defend you and your business and keep you from losing everything. BizTrack offers the most proactive real-time business identity theft solution. BizTrack actively monitors your business information 24/7. It detects any changes that may impact your operations and immediately notifies you by phone, text, or email. Don't leave your business exposed any longer. Secure your business. Secure your future. Trust BizTrack from Capital Oversight. Go to protectmycorp.com right now. That's protectmycorp.com or call 855-417-1700. Don't delay. Let BizTrack protect your organization from identity theft.
You are a creator. You've been inspired to design and craft incredible works of art. But nothing derails you like not having the right materials you need to get the project done. K&S Precision Metals prides itself on having the right metal pieces for you to be a maker. With a huge array of metal products for every part of your project, from beginning design to the finished product, K&S Precision Metals provides brass, aluminum, copper, stainless steel tubing, wire, and more. K&S Precision Metals only supplies the highest quality metal items. Each piece is pure metal with no lead or fillers. You can feel good that your project is made with metal manufactured right here in the USA. K&S Precision Metals are used by the medical and movie industries, artists, crafters, engineers, and educators. Family owned and operated in Chicago for over 76 years. Most orders are shipped within a day. Order direct at ksmetals.com. That's ksmetals.com. K&S Precision Metals. Our materials, your creations.
A great smile can make you feel happy and confident. So when you consciously conserve your teeth, that glowing smile will show through. At Best Dental Group, Doctors Economos, Gavalis, and their staff are ready to help you create that perfect look or maintain the one you have now. Along with general dentistry, Best Dental Group is a multidisciplined practice with an orthodontist, periodontist, and prosthetic specialists on site. They use the newest breakthroughs in dental technology, such as titanium implants, Invisalign clear braces, and laser treatments. Don't let fear get in the way. They can recommend sedation to make your experience as comfortable as possible. Best Dental Group is located in historic downtown Bartlett and is a multilingual office. Call 630-830-4930. That's 630-830-4930. Or visit bestdental.org. Best Dental Group, sharing your conservative values and helping you to conserve your teeth.
Protecting and growing your retirement assets can be complicated. From asset and legacy protection to retirement income and extended care, you need a plan. Mark Kohler, host of Retirement and Income Radio, heard Sundays at 11 a.m., helps retirees in or near retirement protect their accounts from market volatility. Mark can help you create lifetime guaranteed inflation-hedged income. Call Mark today at 844-619-SAFE. That's 844-619-7233. And listen this Sunday at 11 a.m. to Retirement and Income Radio.
Hi, this is Carl Amari.
I'm Lisa Wolf. Join us every Saturday night beginning at 8 p.m. for all things entertainment on Hollywood 360.
If you love classic radio shows, The Shadow, Jack Benny, The Lone Ranger, Dragnet, Gunsmoke, and many more, we have them for you on Hollywood 360.
We'll also present trivia contests with prizes, showbiz news, celebrity interviews, games, and movie reviews.
So don't miss Hollywood 360 every Saturday night beginning at 8 p.m. on AM 560, The Answer.
This is Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560, The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560, The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in the studio. I don't know if you guys may know our next guest. He's running for Kane County Board Chairman, Lance. Lance Bell. You guys know Lance?
Absolutely. We were just with him. We just
we just
left him. We were in St. Charles Parade together.
Oh, he's an entrepreneur with purpose.
Yes, he is.
Lance, welcome to Black and Right.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been listening to the last few minutes or hour of the show.
Yes.
I kind of broke the show.
Fun. Hey, Lance, it's Mark Rice and Susan is here too.
Yeah. Great to hear you both. Yeah.
Yes.
I've been listening.
So, Lance, talk to us. I'm going to pose the same questions I posed to John. Who's Lance? Who's Lance Bell? Why are you running? And why should the people of Kane County vote you in? You're running for chairman, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, chair of the county.
Well, and why should people? Why should the Kane County citizens vote for you for chairman?
Well, with my tongue in my cheek, I like to say that I'm good at making trouble. And running for chief troublemaker. It seems fairly fitting on a number of different levels. When you look at it, I was challenged. Some would say I was recruited, but I was actually challenged into doing this. It wasn't on my radar.
Sounds like Larry.
You look at,
yeah.
Actually, I want to give credit where credit's due. I was poked firmly in the chest by one Mr. Andro Lalario. And it was in West Dundee, and I just completed my training for a precinct committee person, a position that I didn't know existed a month earlier.
Wow.
And I was doing some research on the county board, and the Republicans in Kane County over 6 short years had left the board turn from nice color of red to a deep shade of blue. And as I examined the races, I was like, wow, you guys are not flipping this board back in 2024. And Andro said, you're right. And he poked me in the chest and he said, we need the chairman's position. I want you to run. That's kind of how it started.
Oh, wow. So what's your platform? What are the top issues that you're running on to send out as messaging to the voters of Kane?
Well, I've been so blessed. There's been so many, let's call them concerned citizen groups all over Kane County that have come alongside me, encouraged me, and helped me in this effort. It just truly has been an amazing experience so far. The first thing I'd like to say is that it's normal for government that you're feeding the beast. And one budget is last year plus X% is next year. And there's this constant, I felt it, I've been in Kane County for 15 years. There's this constant, it's like death by 1,000 cuts. All of these government agencies all working their maximum property tax hikes or doubling of gasoline tax. You pick your poison, but it's just a constant drumbeat of pain on the citizens of Kane County. And when you look at our county compared to the rest of the counties in the United States, we're in the bottom 32nd of all of them. And there are other counties in Illinois that are worse than Kane.
Wow.
So locally speaking, we're mediocre. On the national stage, we are miserable. And this is total tax burden on the citizens per capita.
Sir, are you running state or are you running for Congress?
It's strictly the county.
Okay.
The county.
So what issues are you running on other than taxes and all that type of stuff? What issues are near and dear to your heart that you're running for?
So to simplify it, it's fiscal and it's safety. So my game plan is to rein in the insanity of the tax raises, more transparency in government. I want the citizens to truly know what's going on behind the curtain. And then when it comes to safety, we're kind of become the firewall in Chicagoland. Cook, DuPage, now it's Kane, where we're being overrun by individuals who just want to tax and spend. And my heart breaks. There was a statistic that more than 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And here in Kane, there's so much economic pain, I'd say it's higher than 60%. But my heart breaks for those individuals, who, whether it's rent, whether it's mortgage plus property taxes, whatever it is, it just goes up year after year, and wages are not following suit.
Yeah,
and so families are struggling.
Lance, really quickly, we got about a minute left. Let me know how can people find you, reach you, and then I want to give you about 45 seconds to give your pitch to the voters of Kane County. Go.
Absolutely. Well, website is the best way to start. Bell bellforkane.com. That's BELLFOR Kane.com. And then my cell phone number is on there. I invite the citizens, anybody that's got questions, concerns. And more recently, there's been so many people that are wanting to step up and engage. I met 3 ladies today at that St. Patrick's Day parade that was mentioned who just came out for the first time. There's so many people who are so angry and upset over what's happened to our nation the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And more folks are saying it's enough. It's time to do something. And I was called into that. I've been disappointed in our country going back to 1992.
Yeah. Lance, before you make your pitch, what's with the illegal immigrant situation? Is that becoming a burden on the people of Kane County yet?
It is, but it's interesting. I met one in the parking lot of Jewel Osco at 38 Randall Road this last weekend, a young man named Ernesto. And we had, through a friend of mine, my store manager who speaks Spanish, we had an awesome conversation. He's an illegal immigrant, but actually it goes back 8 months. It's not with the recent busing situation or what have you. There are undocumented illegal aliens all throughout Kane County. They're hiding. They're in the woodwork, so to speak,
right?
And they're there. There's a humanitarian issue, and there's also Kane County citizens first. Yeah. Government in Kane County and government Illinois does a miserable job. American citizens are in last place.
Yeah.
In the eyes of our current leaders.
Now, I'll give you 45 seconds to pitch the voters of Kane County why they should vote for you. Go.
Those that would be interested in voting for me care about Kane County. I've lived here a good part of my life. It's an amazing place to live, to have and raise children. The outdoors, the spaces that we have are just truly a blessing from God. And if you are interested in preserving what we have, not having it destroyed through taxes, not having it destroyed through crime, and not having it destroyed through corrupt politicians, then I'm the person you should consider supporting.
Wow. All right. Lance Bell, what's the website again, really quickly?
bellforkane.com.
All right. Lance Bell, thank you so much for joining us on Black and Right.
Really appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, we got a lot of calls. Guys, hold the line.
Phone's lighting up.
We're gonna complete the calls, and then we're gonna definitely get on your campaign.
No hurry.
You're listening to Black and Right. We'll be right back.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
Well, the old gray mirror ain't what she used to be. I am enjoying life much better.
I'm 82, and I can do a lot of things. I can go 24 hours. In fact, I'm going out of the country for 5 weeks, but I'm happy with it. I think that's the Balance of Nature. I don't go anywhere without it.
Start your journey with Balance of Nature supplements. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer. And for a limited time, get 35% off your first order, plus $10 off any additional sets with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this special offer by using discount code CHICAGO.
We all know that aches and pains come with simply getting older, but it doesn't mean you have to accept it. That's why I want to tell you about a special lady, Leah from Ohio, and her Relief Factor story. One Sunday, Leah was sitting on the couch in so much pain she was literally in tears. That's when she decided to try Relief Factor. Just 8 days later, she found relief, and she continued to get better and better. To quote her, she said, "I am truly amazed at this product. Like me, who after 9, almost 10 years, almost a decade of lower back pain, lost that pain thanks to Relief Factor. If you're living with aches and pains, see how Relief Factor, a daily drug-free supplement, could help you feel and live better every day. Get the 3-week quick starter pack at relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. It all comes with the feel better or your money back guarantee. That number, 1-800, the number 4, RELIEF. relieffactor.com.
Have you been struggling to find an easy, safe, and secure document scanning solution for Salesforce.com, Microsoft 365, SharePoint, or OnBase by Highland? Your struggle is now over, and it's time to get your documents and operations into the 21st century with IoT Smart Connected Scanning. It's easy to turn physical paper into digital documents and have them directly uploaded to the cloud with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. And you don't need a degree in computing or IT to make it happen. Using QR code technology uniquely configured for your specific business, anyone can set the IoT Smart Connected Scanning device up in 5 minutes or less, saving your organization money and valuable time. Remote employees can even capture documents and send them safely and seamlessly. Organize documents efficiently and securely with IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT. To see a demo or to order now, go to ready4idt.com. That's ready4idt.com. Use promo code SMART and receive 10% off your order. IDT, putting paper in its place.
And now, more Black and Right with John Anthony on AM 560. The Answer.
Welcome back to Black and Right Radio on AM 560 The Answer. I'm your host, John Anthony, live in studio. You know, we didn't go the route I thought the show would go today.
That's good,
We
though, right?
totally went. It moved. It totally didn't. I wanted to talk a lot about the State of the Union address. But you know, I mean, people have beat that.
Good drugs.
Yeah, people have beat that up all week. So you know, but I still wanted to talk about
But I did agree with him on one statement.
Who's him?
Joe Biden.
What?
The president. When he said it the only way you could. When he tried to halve the issue between Israel and Israel and Gaza, he did say it right. The Hamas did crazy stuff when it came to the Israelis, unforgivable stuff. But at the same time, you just can't go after the citizens the way you do bombing them. So that was the best part of the speech for me. The rest of it was crap. But I did agree with him.
Let's not argue about it, but Hamas is killing people today, their own people.
And they're still holding
some
terror.
of those people that are dead that you think died, they're dying at the hands of Hamas.
Thank you.
And half those rockets that go up, they come down in Gaza and kill
You can have the last word.
You got it.
No, you're right. So, Mark, let's talk about the
Yes,
campaign.
sir. I am running for Congress in the 8th.
Okay.
And we are going to win. And I am just a regular guy, and I don't have a stump speech because all these politicians are liars on both sides, Republican and Democrat, and I'm a regular guy. And I think I speak for regular people when I say we've had enough. Enough is enough of these people lying to us, taking advantage of us, enriching themselves at our expense, and trying to dumb us down and do horrible things to our children and everything else. And a guy like me who would never, ever run for office because who would? You'd have to be crazy. I feel like I don't have a choice because if I don't run and we don't get regular people in there to get rid of these guys that are destroying us, we're not gonna have anything left. And or you and I are going to be in a re-education camp.
Yeah. Let's
live together.
Let's go down some of the issues. Where are you?
Yes,
where do you stand on the Second Amendment?
Second Amendment.
The Second Amendment.
Well, they said you can't have AR-15s and all that. So I said I agree
with that. You mean the assault rifles?
Well, yeah, assault rifle. Yeah, it can't have it. I'm from Texas, so you know where I stand.
I do.
But AR-15 can't have one. So I said we agree 100%. You can't have one. You should have two. How's that?
That's good. HR 2. The House Republicans passed the immigration bill, HR 2. Where do you is there any parts of that bill that stand out the most to you? Do you disagree with the bill, or
we just need to enforce the law? That's probably my number one issue because I see it. I'm living in the city. I mean, it's just terrible. And I'm from Texas, and I've got family on the border. I go to the border. I've been there. I've seen that. Yo hablo español. You know, I get it. We got to shut that thing down. We got to finish the wall. We got to remain in Mexico policy. We got to do everything we can, including deport the 10 million that are here illegally. These people are illegal. The first step they took coming to our country was an illegal step. We got to stop it, and we got to send them home. And anybody who deserves to be here can
remain
be here.
in Mexico.
Remain in Mexico or one country away. That's another little cute trick so that they don't have to come here. But they're flooding us. Look, all these people leaving Chicago because of all these leftist policies are being replaced by illegals, and that's what they're basically.
Should we send them back?
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
They gotta go.
Instead of sending them to different parts of the country, should we just send them back in wherever the country of origin is?
Of course. Well, If they can't go back to their country, we can set things up. And look, you know what it costs right now for each one? Do you know what the number is?
No, tell me.
$69,000 right
now.
Per person, per year.
Wow.
We can't afford it. And we shouldn't talk about this. This is boring, but everybody knows the medical and the schooling and the housing. We don't have the money to do it. And we also just don't have we have to have an organized, by the law way of bringing people into this country, and we're completely breaking the law. And when these people kill people like just happened, or some of these people do things, the blood is on the hand of the Biden administration for letting these people in.
So 22 suicides a day to our veterans. That's the number that's come out.
Yep.
Are we doing enough for our veterans?
No, we are not. And
what would a Mark Rice go to?
Well, you'll
DC
see.
to
I'm already endorsed by all the veterans. In fact, Alan Lynch, who's the only Medal of Honor award winner in all of the state of Illinois who's alive, is running an ad for me on your program. So you'll be hearing that. But we've got to protect our veterans and our military. And what we've done to the military, back in COVID days, making them get the jab and all kinds of things the whole gender nonsense that's going on with the military. Our eye is off the ball. And the only reason that we're a free country is because of our military now, because we're losing in every other way. But our military still is strong, and that's at risk now too. And that's because we have enemies who want to destroy us, and they're doing a good job by controlling our leaders the way they do with money. They're all bought and paid for, or most of them are bought and paid for, and they are doing things that go against. So you say, why would they leave the border open? Why would they do this? Why would they confuse kids over what gender they are? It's all really to try to destroy us from within, and we got to stop that. We got to take our country back. That's why I'm running.
Oh, I love it. Hop Daddy, I think I'll take a break now, and then we can come back. I want more minutes on the other side of the break. Guys, I promise you I'm going to take your calls. It's going to be a lightning round of taking your calls, but I will take your calls. We have Mark Rice, Susan Altway.
Susan Hathaway Altman running for Congress.
Listen,
District 11.
Listen.
Soon to be against Bill Foster.
That's
and
called
Love and Life.
That's called cart before the horse.
We'll be right back.
Don't put your blame on me. When you're serious about your concealed carry training and education and are ready to learn from an active police officer with a teaching degree, check out Illinois Concealed Carry Training in Midlothian. You'll learn safe, responsible firearm use, home defense planning, conflict avoidance, situational awareness, and how to remain physically, morally, and financially safe in the event you must use your firearm in self-defense or the defense of another. Weekday and weekend classes available.
I'm Sergeant Gary Carr, police firearms trainer and the owner of Illinois Concealed Carry Training. We'll arm you with what really counts, knowledge and training. All concealed carry curriculums are not created equal. This may be the single most important decision you'll ever make for yourself and your loved ones. Choose between 3 and 16-hour classes that are available both weekdays and weekends. We are your one-stop for concealed carry classes, fingerprints, and legal defense plans.
Register for a class today and get 10% off class fees with promo code AM560. Visit IllinoisConcealedCarry.com. That's IllinoisConcealedCarry.com.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
We now return to Black and White on AM 560. The Answer. Here's John Anthony.
Right with John Anthony. I am Verlon Galloway, and I have to clarify myself. When I made that statement, it was directed towards John messing up her name. I wasn't talking about she, the candidate, was putting the cart before the horse. It was John
Back
putting her last name before,
okay.
first.
Hey,
You're getting used to being wrong.
okay.
I love it.
Right, we can't all be perfect. I'm okay with that.
I could never be upset at Verlon.
But really quickly, I want to, because I want to take these calls.
Yes.
I want to give you about a minute to give your pitch as to why the people, the residents, the voters of the 8th Congressional District should send Mark Rice to Congress.
Love the opportunity. Thank you, John Anthony. So, look, the guy I'm running against is an evil leftist Democrat. His name is Raja Krishnamurthy. I hate saying his name. I just call him Radical Raja. He is against everything I am for. And I would say everybody listening to me right now, everything that you are for, the current rep who is representing us is against it. He's bought and paid for. He's got $15 million. He has 3 times more money than anybody in Illinois running or in Congress. And it's all PAC money. It's all bought and paid for by people who don't share our interests. So whether it's on Israel or whether it's the economy or the border or crime, he's for open borders. I'm for closing the border. He's for. We're exactly the opposite. So, look, that also is the same as Joe Biden and so many others. And if we don't take this thing back, we're not going to have a country. So we got to get people who are like me, that are political outsiders, but have a little bit of wisdom to them. And we get those people in, we get those liars out, and we can turn this thing around. So that's why I want your vote.
And where can people reach your website? What's the website?
My website is rice4congress.com. We're all over social media, doing it all, and we're actually going to win. We've got a ground game and a plan to win, which Republicans have never done and never seen before. That's for maybe another show, but we're going to take it, and it's going to be fun.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Marion, our wonderful 90-year-old listener, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My call was sort of for Phil. If he is so incorrect on his history of the Japanese, then I start wondering about how much history he knows. And if he does not want to debate a black man, maybe he would want to debate a 91-year-old white woman.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, John.
The throwdown.
I love you, Marion. Thank you so much for calling.
Love it.
Let's go to my Uncle Tommy. Tommy, we got 30 seconds. Go.
I just enjoy this show because it's so enlightening. And like the previous caller said, the history, I don't know where some people get their history from. You could just read the Bible and see King David was 1,000 years before Jesus was born. That was Israel.
Yeah.
That's the land.
David Melech Yisrael, we say in Hebrew.
Yep.
David.
And
Real
like
quick.
the other gentleman said, black people in America got to start, especially the men, we got to start taking care of what God has given us the responsibility to take care of. We can't.
Amen. We got to go, Uncle Tommy. I'm sorry, unfortunately. That's actually my Uncle Tommy. Mark, thank you. Valon, Hoff Daddy, thank you. My people on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
This is Carol Platt-Liebau for townhall.com. Chief among Americans' complaints against President Biden's Justice Department has been selective prosecution. It seems those